But what has been the most extreme things you all have lied about to a significant other?
Essence.
Gotta go in.
That is a fried. Most extreme. What's your most extreme lie? Like,
Most extreme, because I know mine. Like, because it's just kind of crazy. Because you be sitting up here listening to people, you're like, damn, I would never say that to get somebody's attention or whatever. But we've all kind of been in those places where you've lied to like maybe keep a person or
keep them around,
like, thinking that's gonna work.
Shit, like,
I never really tried to want to keep somebody around lying like that.
Dang.
See, no,
am I younger?
I was young.
What was our topic? Oh, keeping it real.
Keeping it real. Why do you block somebody? Like,
Ooh.
what would make you block somebody?
We on live?
yeah, we're live. We're going.
Oh, dang. Well,
I ain't.
Come on.
let's spice it up a little bit now. Anyone got any?
Why would you block somebody, Essence?
Personally, me, I don't block people. Not saying I haven't in the past, but I have to be like pushed to that point where it's just like you're annoying me, you're nonstop calling me, or something where it will call for me to actually block you. I'm not one of the type of people that really block from social media or from my phone. It's just if I don't talk to you, I just don't talk to you, and then you'll know that because I won't talk to you. I'm really.
Some people gotta go.
Like even if you block a person, I know sometimes people block people for themselves.
Yeah.
That don't really work though all the time because then you just unblock them. I mean, I just don't see the point of really blocking people. That's just my perspective though.
Yeah, me too.
So you're the same way. We're like the exceptions.
Yeah,
A lot of people block people.
I just don't
That's
see
the norm.
need. Yeah,
But
I don't see the need. You're just doing the most, and then that person gonna get salty and hit you up more. They're gonna find different outlets.
then if you block a person, they can still call you private.
But
Yeah,
isn't that stalking though? If you find other outlets to hit me up and I don't want you
Yeah, I
to
mean,
talk
it
to
just
me.
show. Yeah,
That's
kinda extra. That's probably
That's
why
considered harassment, but
Like,
people don't really take it to that point where it's like they get legal, law enforcement involved. But
Well, you gotta be dead damn near before law enforcement to get in that
Yeah,
one.
you gotta be outside.
You gotta
the
be
house
staying
every
there.
day, like,
so that's my interpretation of like the whole blocking thing. What
Okay.
about you, Bert?
Yeah, if you're annoying, I'm just gonna block you. Not even like that, but I
solve
just
all my problems
Yeah,
this
no,
way.
it doesn't solve my problem, but it mentally helps me non-exist you from my life. Like, even if I don't talk to you or if I, come across you, I probably won't say anything to you on the street, but it's still me, like, this is me getting you out of my, like, contact life. Because I don't want you hitting me up on my phone because now you have my number. Shoot, I had this one dude, he kept calling me from different numbers. And I was like,
That's what I
hello?
said. People be doing
And
that.
he wouldn't say anything, and he was like, "So you just gonna block me?" Yes. This number 2. Come back. I don't understand. Like, I never understood why some people feel the need that they gotta keep constantly hitting somebody up and they don't catch the hint, even when you are being straightforward with them. Like, I didn't want to talk to you, I don't want to date you or anything like that. But now you're being very fucking creepy. And that's when I have to block you.
Yeah,
so it's like literally, or it's like just a whole bunch of bill collector numbers. Like, I don't know nobody like bills, but that's probably one of the reasons why my list is pretty fucking long too. So
you just like, all right, don't know you. Block.
I block hella people. Shit, like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people, man.
So why? What are your reasons for blocking
Because
people?
I had crazy people after me.
really?
After you?
People, well, not
after
necessarily.
you?
It'd be me on bullshit pretty much, and I'd piss people off, and they be calling me, motherfucker, this, or even niggas
bullshit
too.
do you
Well, at
be
least
on?
you
This is
admit
real, though.
it.
This
At
is a
least you
while
can
though.
admit it to.
I'm just saying,
Right.
period.
Yourself.
I
can admit it,
I used
stay
to be a
real, that
blocker. Social media, Instagram, Twitter.
Oh, you like I'm blocked. You ain't gonna be able to find me.
No, shit.
Search bar unknown. Like,
Oh, you can find me, just I won't answer back.
Hey, I was that. Hey, I was that blocker. You know, somebody had to.
I think there's extents and levels to blockage. Like, you could be a blocker, but then I feel like there's like a level 5 blocker.
Why is this even?
About level 5. What's it called?
you go, Shakana. How do you feel about
Am I
blocking
level
people?
5? What do you say?
Are you a level 5 blocker?
He said my list long.
Long as
It's
fuck.
40.
He said you can scroll through my
It's been a
shit.
while though. Hey, it's been like 2 years though. I think bill collectors though. And I bet what things are y'all talking
Yeah.
about? Toll free, I
Yeah.
blocked them. But it's been 2 years.
Yeah, toll free. We just go because I don't really have like a lot of people that it's like I'm just always blocking. If I just don't hang out or talk to you anymore, just won't talk to you. But it's mostly the bill collectors and them random little weird little fried bunnies out there that, that don't know how to keep a no.
Your bunny's trying to get the birdies.
Yeah, you feel me?
Hey, that was funny.
And I ain't catching.
What about you, Shakana?
Right.
How do you feel about the whole blocking topic?
I don't block anybody. Like,
Have you ever blocked anybody?
All right. Have you
Ever?
really blocked anybody?
Yeah,
I've
y'all
had to
probably-
block somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if it has
She was doing the most.
I told you when they doing the most, that's
Doing
when
the
you gotta
most.
do it. I don't do no other excuse. That's literally the only reason why I would do
You
it.
see what I
Yeah.
mean?
see, only person I ever blocked was my ex, and that's because I was trying to get over him.
So you
But
blocked
then
them for
that only
yourself.
lasted like a week
Damn.
and a half.
Stay strong.
But
Shakana.
now it's like I just don't give a fuck. Like, you don't gotta be blocked. Don't hit me up. I won't hit you up. And if you do, I'm gonna just keep sending you the voicemail. I really don't.
But what's crazy is like even when you block a person, they can still leave you a voicemail.
Yeah, exactly.
point? Like,
And that's what was happening to me. I'm like,
point?
God
Dang,
damn.
you
Oh,
still gotta.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know
But
that.
you
I didn't
It
even
don't
know
show
that.
up until you press voicemail, and then it'd be like
Yeah.
blocked voicemails or something like that.
Get up.
Really?
I don't even want to listen to him.
Yeah, me either.
You could just delete them.
That's me.
That is funny.
Yeah.
I never
Delete.
fucking knew that.
Delete.
How you get to
Delete.
that?
So have you all
You just go
ever?
to your voicemail.
Have
Yeah,
you
like
all
that.
ever
Go,
unblocked a block number though? Like you know.
Yeah,
I
I
did
unblocked the
that.
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I want to see if this re on there. Where?
Yeah,
Oh, it
it's
would
right
pop up
there.
as block number.
No, it'll be like a whole separate. Like I have to show you my phone.
It's like
you got a
two
lot of
separate ones, like
voicemails.
the.
Like, but at the bottom, how it says deleted message, it'll say
Ah.
blocked messages.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't say
Wow.
that. I'll probably delete them all anyway.
They
still.
didn't leave no voicemail, I guess.
Oh,
Damn. Now I know.
that's crazy.
Let me delete some of his voice.
So, hell, you have people leave you voicemails, Essence?
I've had black numbers leave me voicemail.
What did they say?
You black people?
I had a black one person
You
before.
say you didn't block nobody, you know.
No, I said that's like
said
a
not
last,
now. She
like
said
a last
Oh,
resort.
no,
Like
oh.
if it comes to that point where it's just like
Doing too much.
I feel it.
horrible, then I have to do what I have to do. Unfortunately, I met this guy, and he was a part of our DD population. So he had severe mental illness. Unfortunately, when I first met him, I didn't know that, okay? But the first time we really hung out, I was like, yeah, no. And then we were hanging out, and next thing you know, like, this is a special needs person, right? So he was recording our phone conversation. No, we were in person. He was recording the whole conversation while I was sitting there on his Instagram live. I was, because
That's
he's,
weird.
because he's
You're a
unfortunately
fucking weirdo, bro.
mentally
Like,
disabled.
Oh, no, second of all,
You address
Make
that
that
to him. Like, I'm gonna look you in the eye. You're a
And
fucking
he was
weirdo.
diagnosed with schizophrenia, and
yeah.
you know, he became obsessive. After the first time hanging out with him, I never
some
wanted
pussy?
to hang out. No,
You love sex.
no.
You threw that whopper at him.
You know, fuck on the first.
Not no whopper on the
Dang,
first day.
no.
I barely get a pickle.
No.
Not like for real.
Excuse my language, but
You
no.
can get the
No.
fries.
And actually, like how we met, he didn't come across that way, but then when we first hung out and I really started talking to him, and within the first like 2 minutes I noticed something was off. And then he was open about his diagnosis and stuff, so that was cool, but he had that obsessive factor. So it's like,
That's what make it
for me to
creepy.
realize that you video like recorded our conversation us hanging out and put it on your Instagram live.
Yeah, like,
That is sick. One day I got a whole group message with me and 20 other people, and he's like, "Hey man, who's trying to keep like who?" Everybody like, "Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?"
Like, we
Like,
can't get past the who the fuck is
So-
that?
yeah, like
to hang
everybody.
I had
who
to
you?
block him, and he would leave me voicemails as if.
Which is
He,
cool.
he had a
He-
mental. So
No, he
you
yeah,
know,
that's what I'm
one of
saying.
them
So
things,
like situations
Ladies,
like
I have
some
a-
shit like that. You gotta have a mental problem.
I
yeah,
have a
like you
question,
don't.
man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ladies, I know y'all go through a lot, definitely with us thirsty men nowadays.
Unfortunately.
Have y'all ever had a guy
Those.
like this actually stalk y'all shit though? Like stalk y'all, watch y'all?
Actually, that was gonna be one of my questions.
I mean,
Okay.
if he did, he a good stalker because I'm not watching you. I'm not.
Like, you
I'll
mean
put that
social
in.
media or like
Stalkers,
watch you?
Period. Just
Yeah, like have they just hit you up constantly?
Yeah.
What you doing? Where you at? You know, just a bit,
Nah,
or,
don't check my whereabouts, nigga. I do what I can because I'm single. You feel me? Don't be trying to check.
Fortunately, no for me.
oh, thank God. Okay.
I
You're
don't.
kind of saying yes, so maybe you have a
Uh-oh.
story to
Oh,
share.
Let's hear
Right, share the story.
Hey, terms, Mike.
Right.
it.
Make yours loud and clear.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get this cord.
Wait. No, but my ex was fucking crazy. Y'all already know.
Another ex.
The one you was just
Don't say what ex.
Don't put numbers.
Don't put numbers.
Yeah.
People know how to do math.
Because he might be watching and be like, "Oh, you talking about me?"
I'm pretty sure he had some mental illnesses and some shit like that as well. And it was just like if I would stop talking to him, he would call me 30 times. I would block his number. He would call me from different numbers. I would block that number. He would call me again. He'll show up, sit outside my house where I'm outside of your house. And I'm just like,
nigga.
Why? Like, why? But
who was that?
He, like he was just, something was really wrong with him. Like it was some wild shit like outside of my school. Just
that's crazy.
How do you deal with that?
Yeah, that sounds stressful.
You get
like
help you,
no, because I don't know. Like to me, it takes a lot for me to be like, okay, now I'm about to get somebody else involved. And usually situations like that, I can handle myself. But it was like he was saying enough to know, like, nigga, stop fucking with me and everything.
I thought that's what they said.
But like the cause and shit, I'm just like,
that's a lot to deal with. That's why I say females. I feel like they go through that a lot. Definitely guys. We fuck up sometimes. Like Zyra was talking about last week, creep mode.
And I even had somebody tell me, like, if you was my girl and you ever decided to ignore me for a week, I'm going to just keep blowing your fucking phone up. And I'm just like, why would you do that? Like, that's not
So
okay.
no stalking on the level of, I'm riding past your house.
But you never know.
Like,
I'm at
in front of my
work.
house.
You don't
Like,
know.
yes.
He said he showed up at her school.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah.
We was transitioning over here.
Yes. Like, it was crazy.
Showed up at my school.
Yes.
Security.
Right. Awesome. I don't know that nigga.
I mean, but it wasn't like this person wasn't violent.
Text me.
But that's still just the presence of you just being at my place of business.
Crazy. I'm
the first one, How I Met You?
No.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Girl, the one who used to always tell me he was gonna kill himself if I broke up with him.
I was ask that question too.
Never do it.
She know him
until
too.
Don't piece it together.
Yes.
The one you know.
Oh shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not.
Okay, the Aries then. We know
Yes,
what you're talking about.
yes,
Talking about the
Aries.
Aries.
I just feel like if you really gonna kill yourself, don't keep putting that thing onto somebody else.
Yeah, don't
It got
project
to a
that
point where I'm
Unless
just
you
like,
are
do
like,
it.
because somebody's gonna be like, oh, do it, and
Do
then
it.
they either do or they don't. And I mean, unfortunately, I only read one case where they actually did it, but I felt bad for the girl, like,
Yeah, because
she was getting so fed up with him saying it so much, and he ended up killing himself.
No,
and it
like,
was
unless you
But my
really
thing about
went
that
through
situation
that,
is you're doing all that to prove you want to be with me, and then at the end of the day,
You're gonna kill
you was
yourself.
with somebody else.
It's not that deep.
Yeah, and he was
Hey.
cheating on me at the same time. Yes.
So it's a control.
He was doing all of that and cheating.
Control.
On me.
A lot of it is about power and control.
Control over you.
That's what they say about abusive people. It's about power and control.
Toxic
And like at
relationships.
first it was like, okay, when he started telling, I'm gonna kill myself, I'm like, because he was like mentally like he wasn't okay. I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't
'cause you
leave
ain't
this
never
person,
processed
and it's
no-
like what's going on and everything, and the stuff that he used to tell me just used to be so crazy. And then like after months passed, I'm just like, okay, look, if you was gonna kill yourself, you'll be dead by now. So I'm gonna just not talk to you. You know, you gonna do what you do. I feel sorry for you. Like I feel bad. I'm gonna come to your funeral if you kill yourself. But I'm not about to be sitting here saying that it's not my fault.
Yeah, no.
Like not at all. Especially if the cause of our argument is because you're cheating on me.
Well, I feel like that's a
And I
great
was getting
segue
shit
to ask this other question. And I'm kind of hesitant to ask it because I don't want to like necessarily disclose mine, but
Disclose.
let's just do it. What has been the most extreme thing you all have said to someone that it was an absolute lie, but you like?
Wait, what?
Do you understand the question? Okay, so basically, how the person said they were going to kill
Don't put us on
themselves.
blast. Oh hell.
But that's really extreme. But what has been the most extreme things you all have lied about to a significant other?
Essence.
Gotta go in
shit.
That is a fried. Most extreme.
Like,
What's your most extreme lie? Like,
Most extreme,
Go ahead and comment.
because I know
I
mine. Like, because
Hold on.
it's just kind of crazy. Because you be sitting up here listening to people, you're like, damn, I would never say that to get somebody's attention or whatever. But we've all kind of been in those places where you've lied to like maybe keep a person or
keep them around.
Keep 'em
be
around,
feel
thinking that's
guilty
gonna
on some
work.
shit like.
I never really tried to want to keep somebody around lying like that.
dang.
See, no,
in my
I-
younger,
well,
yeah,
me
in my
too.
younger
I was
days.
young. I was young.
in
Mine
younger
be
days.
so
But I've
one
done it.
track when I'm dating sometimes, and like now I'm like used to dating and just kind of moving on and don't take that emotional bear on it. I don't even think about lying. Like it's just either I don't like.
Well,
you,
if
I'm
you
not
can't think of
interested.
one in a relationship, what about a work setting?
Oh yeah, a lot of time at work.
Yeah.
What did you do? What's the most extreme thing you said? I'm in the hospital late. What's the most extreme
Okay.
thing you said?
So now I
in
don't
a
work
work
at this
setting?
place
But we'll
no
do the
more.
relationship one. If,
All right, yeah, we
Yeah.
can say so. I know.
I know mine.
It was always my car, y'all. And before my baby now, I had a hoopty. But no, I had made up some extreme shit.
like what?
It was like very well, it wasn't like extra but I just did not feel like going to school, all that shit. And I was just like, such and such. My tires, all of them just went flat on me.
What?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. You said
and
I
I
couldn't
had,
get there at
and
all.
everybody knew because my little hoopty had no bumper on it, so it
True.
was like
Oh,
it was a little beat
you had a
up.
bucket.
So I was like, oh, okay, this works, this
You had
works,
the
because
bucket.
I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, yeah, and I had to take my aunt to the hospital.
Oh,
and
hell
other stuff.
no.
So I gotta like
You
do
took
all
it
this
far.
shit. I was doing
You
some extra
took it
shit.
far.
That's how you know when you lying. You add on too much, and then it started to be like, oh, okay, this bitch lying.
Was you high?
I think I was.
Yeah, I'm about to say you was high.
Your imagination. Oh, this will sound real
This
good.
is
It sound real
I
good.
mixed it. Oh, the tire
Me
flat.
and you been on the phone conspiring about lies. Just
Oh
to
yeah,
get
you
on
have
some
asked
shit.
me because I can come up with something.
came up with
That's
some
how I be with my friends. I'm like, this is all you gotta say.
That's all you gotta say.
That's all
Look,
you gotta
you're right
say.
here.
I don't even remember what you said. He was
Right.
like, girl, call something.
I don't know.
See,
It get real.
so-
Sometimes you gotta say your cousin you don't have passed away. I mean, family
Yeah.
emergency.
Yeah.
But you don't have that cousin, so it's okay.
No.
It's okay.
all right.
Then they be wanting to see the obituary. They be getting slick at the jobs now. But then what you do is the
Shit,
funerals
Photoshop.
every day. You just go to the funeral.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
Photoshop.
Never did that
Take a whole
before.
obituary.
Get an old one. Oh yeah,
Actually, I
change the
did that
date.
too.
I was about to say,
I
I've
did
done it
that,
before.
Yeah, at
That's
my last
something I've
job,
done.
I was like, I need this day off. I lied. I said, yeah, I have
I got a
a
funeral
funeral to
to
go to.
attend.
I cut some random person
Y'all crazy,
thing out the newspaper. I said, yeah, this is my uncle right
Add the
here.
little
Add
nubs in the
little
faded
picture,
background.
yeah. I was like, yeah, this
People
is
do
him right
this,
there.
man. This is
And I get
not.
out.
People do this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, what's some extra ways you just get off work? Like,
Shit.
because sometimes they be like, if your leg ain't broke, then I don't
yeah,
care.
You
they
can't
don't
get
care.
off. They
Even if it's
don't.
sprained, they told my friend he came in there with crutches.
What?
And a cast on his leg, and the lady was like, "Well, see you tomorrow." If, the doctor said you can resume tomorrow. He was
I've been
like,
telling my doctor,
But I
look,
came in- "No, the doctor's appointment was
like-
actually the next day." They say you still are to come into work.
You need them doctors.
Because I be on my.
That's
them
crazy.
doctor notes to save your
This
ass.
was at the mall too. They don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
no.
they
The
don't.
retail
Department
don't give a
store.
shit.
They like, oh, you
Retail
can limp
don't
on
give a-
that one leg. That's cool.
No.
You stand crutch on the
Not at
floor.
all.
I
Yeah.
didn't have to deal with none of that.
They had a
before.
girl
Really?
at the register with a chair.
I
and
just
shit.
call off. That's all
Yeah,
you
just
do.
regularly
Yeah,
call
just
off.
But you know, some
Shit,
people
not
don't
my
have that.
You
job.
ain't got that many
mentality, too.
times.
Yeah, I mean, see, I never had a career job yet, so I don't know how that is. But my job's, hey,
Yeah.
I'm not coming in.
They-
Yeah.
Shit.
Was it like a
I had to
retail
finesse
job?
my days off. I had to get them in.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
Because you got to accrue
College
that
jobs.
time.
College job?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
Boy Scouts and
Oh, yeah.
catering, college jobs.
Oh, those are, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are easy.
Yeah.
'cause-
Those
So what about
easy.
y'all? Y'all didn't have relationship ones, right?
What?
About saying
Oh,
something
nah.
extreme.
Oh yeah, so
So y'all gonna give a work one, or y'all ain't do the work one?
No, it was one time. It was one time, and I never did that shit again. So
Me either. I think yours is
told
what
them
mine
I
is.
could not come
Oh,
in
no.
because my mom. And then no, this shit really was happening though. It just wasn't happening at
That
the time.
day, right. This happened a week
I'm
ago, but it's still
I
fresh
had
in
to
my
go to
mind.
my mom to the emergency, because she was hemorrhaging and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. Everybody, I came in the next day, everybody's like, yeah, how's your mom? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, yeah, she's good now and
You're like,
everything. The next day, we had to go to emergency because my mom started hemorrhaging.
Oh, you should have been like, oh, it's another double pack.
Oh,
See, that's the
shit.
thing. Sometimes they say don't
Yeah.
say
I'm
stuff
like-
because then it can happen.
I'm like, never again.
That real shit started happening. You
Right.
put
So
that
I'm
energy
somebody
out.
that don't
She put
exist.
that energy out.
I'm like, oh,
You
you
gotta
know
save
what?
people who ain't never been in your life. If it's like your dad or something, they ain't never been.
But I'm really
yeah, it's
bad
down
at
in
lying
there.
though, so I had to say something that was like true. Where
Are
it's
you the
like,
type of liar that you know you lying? Like she probably ain't.
Oh,
really
she a
telling
terrible
the
liar.
truth.
Yeah, I'm a Ted. That's why I
Oh,
usually
dang.
don't really lie because I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
But like the first time I called off from work was when my grandmother passed. So, and that was 3 years after I was working at that job. So I had never called off from work.
Oh, but I definitely
never
called
really
it 3
called
years
off.
of
Yeah, easy.
perfect attendance.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when my grandma passed, it was like, okay, damn, like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So I called off that day, and then my grandpa passed right after, and I'm like, okay, I called off that day. But the only time I really made up an excuse was when I said that shit about my mom, and I felt so bad afterwards.
Dang.
I had to
Did
tell
you tell
my
your
mom.
mom?
Yes, I had to tell my mom. Like, I had to.
Little mother.
I was crying because she was like, it was really bad. And I started crying and everything. I'm like, I will never do no shit like that again.
Is
What
this
about
really,
you,
Is
Justin?
this really life right now? Y'all hear us? We gotta lie to get a day of freedom.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, people
That's
are retailer.
crazy.
It's
That's
hard
crazy.
going to work every day being an adult. Like that transition to adulthood, we'll talk about
Yeah.
that in a
It
minute.
sucks.
But like going to work every day, you be like, some days you just be like, I can't do it today. I need a
Yeah, I
mental
just
health
don't feel
break.
like
need
it.
a-
I just want to chill.
And for you to get off
Big
Right.
ass calling my
Right.
name.
like a vicious lie sound like to get off.
So you
Right.
never had to lie to a romantic partner
I mean, of
or
course I lied, but about what? Like to stay with them?
Like in the
yeah, like
yeah.
like some real like
Not even to stay. I'll just say something just
keep
extreme,
them
like
around
like
or-
you just say if
yeah.
you went ghost
I
for a
know
whole day.
mine.
Well, this what the fuck happened? You know, my
Oh,
auntie.
I
You know,
mean-
it could be any type. Just an extreme.
I feel like my ex.
I did that a lot though, but let's say
saying,
bird.
Shit, nigga. You got an extreme that you
I
want
have
to
no really a story. It's like in the back of my head.
like
I
lies
obviously
get
had
suppressed.
lied, was out here kicking it and shit, just saying I was, I don't know. I can't think. I had so many damn lies. I was
You
like,
know.
He said, I don't know which one
Justin,
to
they
pull out.
just come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I don't know which one to pull out.
They just flow out like, oh, you lie so much, you sound like the truth. You like, yeah, just
You
Some
start
people
believing
do.
that
Some
shit for
people start
real.
believing
Like,
it true.
No, it was so many at the time that I was professional. I was.
Damn, habitual.
man, he started to really believe his own lies. Yeah, this is what happened.
I mean,
this is
yeah.
how I
no,
remember
To
it.
get somebody to stay with me, no, I never did that. Nah, I'm sorry.
Well-
It's not that much. It's
Right.
bye.
It's not.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
I guess the two at the end will go because we don't know who really got
Go
a
ahead,
relationship. Oh, dang.
Yeah,
All right, so one, I have definitely, hopefully none of at my current job, I have good attendance right now. But, at some past jobs, I have even had, God rest his soul, my grandfather called my supervisor for me.
Hell no.
He had sympathy for our grandpa. I can't go to work today. He like, I'll call him. What's the number? I asked my mom, she be like, no, I can't do that. Why don't you just call? She too honest.
Yeah.
My grandfather called for me. I had my dad call for me because if I'm so sick, I can't get to the phone, supervisor. So my family members on the phone for me.
Yeah.
To be on a more serious note, I'm not proud to say I've done this. I'm actually ashamed to say I've done this, but on the relationship tip, I have, the most extreme thing I've done is probably told someone I was pregnant.
No!
Oh, what?
The ultimate trap.
Oh, hell no. I ain't playing with that juju.
Knowing that I'm not pregnant, but
Not that bad energy.
Yeah, buddy.
Because that shit can
that
happen.
was, that was probably my first ever real relationship.
What happened
Dang.
after that? After you told the person that?
Oh, don't make me say it.
Don't say it. Just don't say no names. Just go ahead. Just...
No, I mean, I just said it was my first relationship, so
Oh.
if people know me, they know who that is.
Shit. Well,
But after you really want to know, it's bad.
you wanna talk?
I've grown from that, y'all. I won't do it again.
Aw.
I think I said I
Let's
think
talk
I said
about
a miscarriage or or just, wasn't pregnant like I thought, it was a false read or something like that.
So I went to the doctor and it actually didn't say.
It didn't say
when I
what
took
it
it
was.
home.
Sorry about that, man. I was desperate. I said man. Sorry about that back then.
I was
said
saying
mad.
man.
I said mad.
We all got to grow from some things,
bet
and we
that
were
guy was
young then,
panicking,
and
man.
I was in love.
How old were you?
Probably like 19.
Oh.
That's old.
That's
old
not
enough.
That's not old, honestly. Because
That's
we done
old.
all did some crazy shit. At
That
the
was my first
19,
ever relationship.
19.
Like,
That was the first person I ever lost my
Yeah.
virginity to. So
that makes a person
I was
extra
like, we
Yeah,
can
you was
never be
connected.
apart.
Yeah, you was connected.
Face ass.
What?
Well, we can never be apart.
No,
What?
because
You were
my
like
first
that?
love, I was like that
I can never
with,
see you like
like,
that now.
Oh, so
Well-
you don't know that side essence, probably.
Oh boy.
The emotional side. That was back in the day, though. I
Yeah.
can't do that no more,
It
no.
was only 7 years ago.
That's a long ass time.
Shit, we've been out of school almost a damn decade.
Actually,
Feel like.
Change within
Right.
2 months. So
Yeah,
7
man.
years.
shit.
wrong with
Oh, yeah,
that?
you're right.
No, that I mean, it's hella girls who've done that.
Hella.
I know, and when I hear it, I'd be like, that ain't gonna keep a man. That ain't gonna keep a man. I'm like, dang, did I do that when I was younger, though?
especially when
Dang.
you're young, that make a
And
dude
the
flee.
good Lord hit
He
you
ready
in the
to
bed.
No,
go.
I've
She
had
like,
pregnancy scares, but never pregnant.
Right, just to be funny. Like,
I don't think I ever
No,
had
I've really
pregnancy
had pregnancy.
scares.
right, like you, like, I think at the time what it was, I can't really remember all like that, but it was not going well, and I was
stayed birth
desperate, and
controlled
I was like, oh, like, I mean, so what you gonna leave this baby?
Oh, Lord.
so you gonna have this baby?
What did he say?
I don't know if I can't even remember. Like, I'm trying to think, how did that whole situation go?
How did it end off, actually?
Right, like,
Yeah,
dang, I
man.
shouldn't have brought up if I don't remember the whole
It's
story,
cool. You
huh?
remember what you remember.
Man.
That sounds serious.
Damn.
Dang.
Hey, you
I
was
don't know.
young,
I just
though.
never really jinxed the baby thing because babies can come
Babies.
at any time.
Man. Next thing you know, you're really pregnant.
Anytime.
and
They
it's
don't
like,
have to
oh.
go when you're ready. They go when you damn near not gonna expect that. No, yeah.
I might have did that twice, y'all. Because I'm trying to think of the situation.
Not once.
I'm not
But
really
twice.
sure. Either way, it's not worth it. It didn't
At
work.
least she being real. Though.
Yeah, she keeps
It didn't work, y'all.
You keep
Didn't
it
work.
up.
No, like after Freedom gives his explanation, I'm going to talk about how the power and control, how people can really have an influence over your life. Because that's what it was. The attachment to that person was like being attached to a person will make you do crazy. Like you would
shit.
do some stuff that you never thought you would do. Like a person's influence over you sometimes is so strong. Like you find yourself like the Acrimony movie. She ran her daggone truck car into that
And
trailer.
that nigga trailer. I was like, oh my.
I met a girl in real life who said that she has drove her car into the other girl car. Like I've known stories, just being a social worker where ladies have set apartment buildings on fire, killing other people unintentionally to get to that nigga. So it's just like
Oh shit.
it's scary out here. Like, but
Damn sis, leave it, let it go.
it's not
Yeah.
easy though, cause
Yeah,
your
it's
brain,
not.
like your
Yeah.
mental, be
Oh,
like
yeah,
real.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, like I'm gonna be completely honest. I've been one of those people, not to that extreme, but the cycle of abuse, whether it's verbal, physical,
roller coaster.
emotional, psychological, it's intense. It'll have you thinking or doing stuff you be driving past. Like, why am I driving past this person out?
Yeah,
That's real.
Yeah.
And that's just real
Real.
truth for you all. That's just the real, like, and I'm not the only one that's done that, so I'm not ashamed. But like that stuff be triggering your mind. You riding past, you be like, it's like you got to, like, it's like a itch. Like you gotta, like,
Rip the band.
you got to like
that
relieve
motherfucker.
that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. I feel it.
Dang,
No, I,
People
mean, I
act
think we
crazy.
have it in our own.
crazy.
You have it in your own like ways that it shows. Cause like with me, when it comes to that, I was more so like I'm just like non-existent from everybody. Like I'll cut everybody off that's a guy or something, and then I'm just like, oh, okay, well I'll just be with this guy, and then I'm just be chill, and I'll hang out with my girls, but I ain't gonna fuck with no other nigga. You know what I mean? So it's not gonna be like all willy nilly and stuff like that. But Yeah, I ain't never really had to the point where I was like,
You never drove past a dude house?
No, I never drove past, because that's the thing. Like, you find ways to hurt yourself after that point. You trying to drive past and look on Instagram and stuff like that and really scroll.
Yeah, like
social media now is terrible.
I heard some shit. Like,
mental fucked up for real.
Especially
when you find stuff on there. You find niggas.
You know, say if you go
that's
to look
why
at the
I out of my ex. I'm like, I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see nothing.
That shit is painful.
That is painful.
And for a minute, I tried to use it as like, okay, maybe if I was seeing stuff, this will make me want to get over that person, or this will make me hate that person. So I'll be strong enough to walk away. But that shit, it's not. You just hurting yourself. Like that's sad. Like I never really had like. Never did anything like crazy to the extreme, but with my first love, after we broke up, I was distraught and I was having dreams about this nigga for about 2 to 3 months afterwards.
That's how
like
I was. Yeah.
Dreaming, crying, like it was bad. Like I was mentally fucked up. So
Segue.
Shit. All right. All right. So pertaining to the jobs, them niggas will never know what I'll come up with. I'll make shit sound convincing as fuck. Yeah, real quick.
I feel like flat tires happens.
Yeah, I mean the flat tire shit. Well, the best one I had.
All 4 minutes.
I don't know about all 4 of them flat now.
What you run over?
Porcupine. You running over porcupines.
Right, them speed trucks. You running for the police? They put them real.
Yeah, them little speed things.
Just exploded simultaneously.
Yeah,
like,
oh my God. Like damn, it was crazy.
All 4.
You never believe what just happened.
Just all happen simultaneously, man. I don't know what to tell you.
They like, dang, birdie car.
Yeah, they like, damn, birdie, you bumping all your tires.
Yeah, that's how it was. I was like,
now when they see you at the job, they be like, we're all for your fresh tires.
Oh, bitch, y'all work here no more. Fuck y'all. I don't care.
I sure would be the person, birdie.
Bird,
that same scratch been on this tire.
I was just about to ask you too now. What happened when you went to work the next day?
Oh, well, that was cool because I go to school part time, so really I ain't see them niggas until Saturday. So
okay.
It was a whole jump. We had a jump, and when I saw them, so I was like, oh, okay, shit.
She parked way in the
back. Park. I'm gonna go on this entrance today. I'm going to
find her car.
Man, when my car really did fuck up, I had to take a lift, and I was like, this drive.
Oh,
you can get here now with the lift, but you couldn't get here before.
Right? Like, bitch,
how you getting to work today? Oh, my car messed up, but I'm gonna take a lift. Oh,
they was thirsty shit at one point. They was actually saying, "Oh, we could pay for your lift to get to work." Not for me. I was like, "No, y'all know y'all ain't gonna do that for my ass, cause I'll do that shit all the time." Don't same gas.
I would too. Like, give me that.
Don't fuck with me.
I say cash at me. Send it through Cash App. I'll get up there. I'll get up there and put that shit right in my pocket.
They slick. They like,
nobody wants you to finish though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, bet.
I do want you to finish though.
I would be saving so much gas.
Hey, every trip.
Every fucking trip.
But the best lie I say for a job was shout out to Bernard and Ronell.
Oh, I know them. Hey, Brush fam.
Actually, they not Brush.
Dang, but we had 2 of those same names. They had the same names that Brush. My bad.
I didn't know who you talking about
too.
Shoot. But yeah, I worked with them, and they had the day off, and we was fried as fuck. And I'm like, I can't go to work like this. I'm like, I'm gonna be stressed out. I'm like, this we kicking it. You feel me? They like,
I know.
You gotta come up with a lie.
You be kicking it, be the wave.
Yeah, you be up there. You like, I can't go. Why would I go to work?
Fuck it, I'm gonna call off.
Yeah, so we pulled over on the highway, and I was like, act like y'all an officer. You feel me? Act like we just got in a car accident.
Get the fuck out.
And so Ronell got out the car, rolled the windows down. He was like, excuse me. I'm like, all right, hold on, let me call my job. Called him. He on the phone. I'm like, hey, Melvin, I ain't gonna be able to make it today. And he's like, what's your name? My name is Zaire Johnson. He was like, can I get your license and registration? Handing it to him and shit, acting like we playing the whole fucking scene now. And he like, oh yeah, I could see you really in some shit right now. He was like, do you need anything? Nah, man, I just need this day off. He's like, yeah, well, just go ahead. Bet. Click. That's all I need.
Wait a minute. Shout out to your friends.
Yeah, they played the shit off. Yeah, Bernard was in the backseat talking like, man, I gotta get here, A, B, C, D.
Man, that was
we played that shit
good.
off.
We should have hit up, but we need some excuses.
Hey, I got got you.
Man, that was a good one.
We should have told him, be like, please step out of the car.
Yeah. No, we was doing. We was ready for
The
the shit.
9, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's
I
funny
played
as
people's
hell.
parents before. Like I've been somebody's grandfather. I throw that
Hell
deep ass.
no. Oh, me
Hello. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is Mr. Melvin Johnson.
We're not.
Yes. Do I need to? Who is?
Hey, you
who am I
gotta do what you
speaking
gotta
with?
do.
I've
Yeah,
done
you
that
feel me?
before
I've done
in
that
high
for people.
school,
So
yeah.
Right.
I've done that.
Shoot.
And
All
then-
right, Dad. I'm gonna
Hey, what's up? Yeah.
All right. My dad would call off for me though. My mom on the other hand,
Yeah, my mom
it's a
will do
little
it.
struggle.
I
She
tried to
got
get her
too
to lie for
innocent.
me.
I be
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say my
Right.
mom too nice.
Moms
with it.
don't help.
innocent, bro.
They be like, no,
I
I'm
said,
not doing that.
Mom, you can't call off for me. I just don't feel. I don't feel
I just feel
comfortable.
like my mom not
I be like, let me call my dad.
Yeah.
My mom
I
would
get
be like,
mad too.
what's
Like,
the reason you can't go to work?
That's how mine is. She be asking like, damn,
if you don't make
Mom."
something up.
Like,
I'm
You
tired.
And then gonna be like,
yeah,
if
damn.
you need money, don't come asking me, because I'm going to remember this day when you ain't
You ain't go to work that one.
Yo, that's how it be. Damn,
Oh
Toya.
no, my mama ain't
Like,
that.
shit, mine,
Oh,
that's
No,
yeah.
my mom will sell me out. I asked my
And
mom to
a
buy me for me a few times.
Right.
I was like, never again.
for a penny.
Do it
Yeah.
yourself, huh?
Do it yourself.
So that was a great work one.
Yeah, work
Yeah.
one, and for the
Right?
relationship
We
one.
the only ones. Come on, you gotta say it. 'Cause
I mean, I just said I was dying. Okay.
That's an extreme.
I said my shit was just going out in the heart, and I had to move with my grandparents. Because niggas didn't know I lived in Maple Heights my whole life. You feel me? I was out in Maple.
When you
And
was
where
going
she
to
knew me, I was in South Euclid. We used
Okay.
my grandparents' house. And when she would come visit, it was in South Euclid. I'm like, yeah, I got a real bad heart condition. And I have to go live with my
Now I feel like my
with
ex was
mom
lying
and
to
dad
me.
in Maple Heights and
probably
everything. And when I moved out there, lied and capped on it, she believed it. She like, well, can I come visit you? No, baby, you don't want to see this. You know? I said, this room is fucked up.
She said, no. She said, don't save your gas, baby.
Yeah, just don't-
Save your
That's
gas.
30-minute drive.
Yeah.
I ain't feeling too good today. It's a little beat.
Yeah,
It's kind of slow.
I said, I think you gotta leave me alone. I said, I might not be here, so you just wanna, you might want to move
That's
on.
what my ex used to do to me. That's
I did,
some
and
crazy
she was crying.
shit.
Then you know he
crying.
was lying.
Yeah.
Man, what? No, I did not know that nigga was lying. Like, that shit be
Child, not the heart condition.
No.
I did.
No,
I was
okay,
like,
so
I
He
gotta
said,
get
well,
out
baby,
of
no. Don't come over today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not
That's some
ever.
wild boy shit.
Hell yeah, that's
Huh?
shit hilarious.
That sounds extreme.
I said,
Oh,
that's
I
wild
did.
boy
That
shit.
was,
That's
that was
what
young,
he
though.
did to
That
me.
was young.
That's
He did
how-
that to you?
Yes. That nigga used to always say he was dying. Like,
Oh.
all the time. Like,
You
this
believe
nigga
it,
Same when
that
they say he
doctor?
would kill himself.
Yes.
How you killing yourself
I
and
ain't dying. I was like, just wait a few more months. You might not be here, nigga.
Right.
Save
But
the
I
time.
believed him, though, because his mom passed away from the same condition that he said that
Oh,
he
that's
had.
why he used it.
And so I'm just like...
That's a genetic.
Yeah, that's
But
genetic.
also,
That
this
nigga
nigga told
shitty.
me that he killed somebody on a motorcycle before, so I should have knew he was a habitual liar from that.
He said
fucking-
he killed somebody on a motorcycle.
Why are you
Weird.
telling other people that you
Kinda
killed
guy.
somebody in that? What kind of man?
How did he follow up with that? Like, was he on the run?
God is gonna
No, he
smite
was
him
just
down
like,
with
he
his.
was like,
Jesus.
Yeah, I went to court and they said that it was an accident, so I got off. I'm like,
So you proud of that, motherfucker?
nigga.
I was like, shut your lying
But then I looked his name up on the
That's
court
not right.
documents and it wasn't.
Oh, you ain't playing. You said, oh, I look all this shit up.
Like, you just said you murdered somebody.
Yes,
like,
murder.
that's not a light. Like,
I would have
Shit.
been asking detail. What
Hell
was that?
yeah.
White, black, old, young, where at? What's
Right.
the street
Hit and run,
name?
all
Hit and
that.
run. You kept going.
Say we look everybody up now. Got to.
Yeah, lies is hard now.
Beware. Shout out to court docket.
Short on court doctor.
Oh well.
That's how you
It's
found out
public
everything?
information.
no,
You shouldn't
like,
have.
for real. That should be telling you a lot of shit.
Ladies,
Yeah.
double check.
The whole thing.
How do you check them on online? It's like all they profile and stuff.
The court docket.
Court docket.
You talking Kyle County Court
Shout out to
docket
know who they really is
before they lie to
before
you.
you date them in life.
Yeah, 'cause
Damn.
Don't be the fixer, bitch. Don't
They
be the fixer in
lying.
their life because they already fucked up. That's
They
what
are.
that is.
Damn.
Shaking my
Fellas, get
head.
together.
It is. That
Shit,
shit.
and ladies.
It's a, I was just having
Get
this
together.
to get on a more deeper topic. It was something else I was gonna bring up earlier. Dang, it was really good. Can't remember now. To get on a more
Fears.
deeper
Lots of
topic
people.
though. What?
Fears.
Spears. Yeah, let's not
I'll
get
be
into that. I
remembering.
forgot.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that too. That was cool.
Wait, God.
Me and my friend was having a conversation the other day while we are bringing up this topic, and it's just like, why has things significantly gotten so much worse in Cleveland? Like,
Yeah.
we got babies that like innocent children. It's just sickening. It's
I was just talking to Justin about working at that school.
sickening.
These kids ain't the same.
It's
They ain't no hoe.
sickening. It's
They'll call you a
like,
hoe.
I know we had, when we were growing up, it would be like, you would very rarely, I mean, for me, really hear about stuff like that. I mean, it will be some stuff, but now, like, maybe this whole, like, Cleveland, all that paid, like, maybe I'm just seeing it more and more and more and more now, or is it happening more and more and more and more now? Because it's just like, every other day, it's like somebody getting killed.
I think social media makes it more aware. I think it's been happening.
Okay.
Social
Just-
media is
Yeah.
more prevalent
not
to
to
do
this
it.
extreme, because
this
when
is a
you
little.
got 72 people that's dead in like 2-3 days. That shit is wild. Like you,
And we have babies,
Right.
children.
Yeah.
That I can't stomach seeing that beautiful 6 or 7-year-old that just got murdered in her bed,
Right.
sleeping.
Yeah.
like,
That's
and this shit
cold.
happens like so, cause shit at
That's
my
just
mom's house
horrible.
they was fucking running down the street, fucking shooting, ran through our backyard, bullet went through the house, hit my brother's bed, tore the whole entire like the headboard thing was wooden. Shot through it, tore the whole entire headboard thing off, and landed on the ground. Thank you, Jesus. And my mom did home daycare. So as this was happening, her and her children had to duck. Thank God that my little brother was not there, or my little brother would have got shot. So that shit, like, people was just, they reckless with it. They wild. Like,
It's
people nowadays,
sick.
they more
It's
reckless.
no remorse.
That's a good question though.
None.
Like, why are y'all so reckless? Why are y'all so reckless
I
with
think
guns?
it's
Why
that
are y'all so reckless
retaliation mindset.
with y'all anger? Like, there's so many resources for you to talk to somebody or just reach out to somebody. Why is it
Just the
always the first
environment.
thing of violence?
Your
Even in
environment
the
to
even,
grow in.
even
Last
in
week,
the
you know,
urban
you
areas that
raised
we
like
are in,
that.
like,
Yeah.
why does it have to resort to so harsh of a violence? I know, like, hood nigga mentality and shit.
Everybody
Or
wanna
Because
have
that's
it.
what's
everybody for
glorified.
self. Yeah, it's so
Right.
You know,
glorified now.
music to TV to movies, everybody.
Yeah,
just
Future
like
don't
when,
make shit worse. You know, talking about codeine and shit. All the
Yeah,
time. Damn.
you know, it's our influence.
His
Because working
ass.
at the school, hearing them kids talk, that's all they know is, you know, the pop culture or the rap culture, you know, what's
Yeah.
trendy. And that's
I
how
hate
they
the rap culture,
they
I'm not
always,
gonna lie.
you know, acting like they smoke. I'm like, what you be smoking? And he was like, man, I got that loud. I'm like, all right, how much you smoking? A gram? I'm like, tell me what you smoking with. Oh, man, I don't know.
Tell me the
You
name.
know
You know,
all that.
But it's just a culture.
What's
you
the
know?
name of that loud that you
Yeah,
What
I'm
is
like,
loud, by
yeah.
the way?
What
Like,
is-
Yeah, I was
feel
gonna
me?
say, shit,
Smoking
I've always
it.
Yeah,
heard
but I
that
call
shit.
you gotta call their card out. You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
it's just a culture that they're in their environment. So you know, they uncles might talk. They know it's weed. You know, they know, but they don't know the details.
What's in
They
that
not-
damn weed?
Yeah,
Your
so
ass probably talking fentanyl and you don't even fucking know.
yeah, it could be
It's
that
just
water
sad
or
out
that
there,
wet.
though. That's sad to me.
Yeah, it's just an
I
environment.
can't see another like innocent baby. That's just sad. I know she's not the first one, but it just hit something different. 30 rounds shot into the house,
Yeah, that's a bit extra.
and then it's just
That was
like we have to really,
retaliation.
as women, not to blame anyone, but we
what
really,
I
as
said.
women, have to
That was
watch
trying
who
to
we're
kill
dating because
Yeah.
you date a certain type of dude and you're
And
inviting
you have kids.
that baggage to your lifestyle, you know, and unfortunately a baby got killed in the result of that because they said it was a retaliation because like 2 weeks prior or something like that, her dude got shot or something in the same house, a shootout or something.
And she ain't
And
moved?
then
Man, right?
2 weeks later,
Shit.
Hard to, though.
I'm trying to find somewhere to go within
Yeah,
3
out the way.
days.
Y'all gotta look at
I'm not
that's a
trying to
different
stay.
lifestyle.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
different
They
lifestyle. We
is.
don't
You know,
know.
we can get moving, and they probably can't go nowhere. You know
Yeah.
what I
They
mean?
stuck.
Yeah.
They financial is like, hey, I'm
Yeah,
stuck
for
here.
sure.
I gotta
I mean,
deal
and
with
then
it.
you can actually really just pick up and move like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
You really can, but it's like it's hard mentally for some people to really
Yeah,
do it
yep.
when
well,
they
like
don't
a family
know.
member or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, unless
maybe,
you
but
got
not
the
just the
support.
bread, just
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
support.
because it take a lot to move. Like just
Yeah, and
moving
if you
from
got
Maple to out here.
multiple children too,
Yeah, if you got kids,
Yeah.
you got bills. You know, your job could be around the corner. Now
Right.
you got to commute. You feel me?
you might
It's
not have a
lot of-
car.
You
Right.
feel me?
You
It's
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
details. And I think just women, you know, quit going for the hood niggas all the time.
Yeah,
You
the
feel
hood
me?
niggas
Like,
ain't where it's at.
Y'all love them.
yeah, like a lot of women fuck with hood
Y'all
niggas.
love
I don't understand
But
the
they
fact
be-
that why you gotta be a hood nigga? Why, what's the fascination? Know you hard? Like, cause all dudes don't want to do stuff. They don't want to go to the hospital. They don't want to do this. They don't want to, you know, take a girl out. It's just this new wave of just assholery. Like, I just never understood how the
such a
fuckery level just
And
went.
unfortunately, that's something that's
Yes.
never gonna change.
It's never gonna. It's like
We're
a
always gonna
generational
have
thing.
hood.
Yeah.
It's when you grow out of it.
I mean,
Yeah.
You gotta grow.
some
It's
people
a
just don't
maturity.
ever grow out of
They
it.
just,
'cause
that's
Nicki
just all they
Minaj,
know.
Yeah.
They were saying Nicki Minaj, her dude was accused of
man.
rape and all this shit, and he was in jail for forever. And they was talking about that, but
feel like she
women
just
look
likes the
up
rough
to that
sex.
and be like, "Yeah, my dude hard like him." You feel me? So it makes it like a comparable. Like, yeah, I gotta.
Hashtag don't be a
you
follower.
feel me?
Everybody want to
Yeah.
be from the hood.
Yeah.
That hood mentality. Is like, but you're an educated black man, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout
when
out to
you
Young
talk-
Gotti about everybody.
Ayy.
Talking about everybody.
Right, like, hey. Like, people, that's like you said, is glorified now. Just like women with big ass and big tits looking a certain way is glorified.
Yeah, we don't like that shit.
Like, oh, okay.
Sound good.
Ooh.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
That shit is just like, but once people live in that lifestyle, people in that lifestyle don't want to really be in that lifestyle. That's where they got stuck
Scary.
at.
Yep.
So when people from whoever, like wherever, they talk about, oh, we hood, we down this, and then they doing stupid shit like killing people. Like, that shit not hood.
Nah.
That shit, that when my mom was growing up in a hood, killing people, that shit, that wasn't considered being hood.
Nah.
Like you gotta be a certain type of person to really
a
kill
person.
somebody.
That's what I
Like,
said.
Yeah.
It's like
And
they
you
killing
was
people
separate
like it's
from the hood, because my dad grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
And
Right.
my mom told me about a lot of her hood days and just being with my father.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the niggas who do shit like that, they're an outside source of the hood. Like, they're their own breed. Like, no, we ain't
Yes.
gonna go over there. We ain't fucking with them. You know, we gonna go this way. 'cause
and
they
even
on
my
this block.
mom, like, she told us, my mom grew up in the projects, always lived in the projects her entire life, but she moved out when her and some dude, she had some niggas chilling at her house, whatever, and they was beefing outside, and she was like, she don't know what happened, whatever, but all she hears a gunshot. So she run outside, her and the other dudes run outside, and this nigga is laying on the ground, head open, brains everywhere, and she's like, she saw that shit and she threw up. Like, she's like, I gotta go. Like, that was her wake up call. Like, that shit, like, I gotta go, I gotta move. So being in that lifestyle, like, and people, I think it's glorified until they really figure out what being in that lifestyle is like. And then it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
niggas
it's
don't
not
really
the
wanna-
shit.
they don't
like,
wanna be there.
rappers
Like,
don't go back unless you like Meek Mill. But he
Exactly.
had, you know, they always say get out. I'm
But
not
that's
going
all
back
they
to the,
rap
Yeah,
about.
that's all they rap because they still glorifying it.
That
You
shit
know, they still act
crazy.
like
No,
that's
damn
why like
well they is
Jay-Z.
far away from the
Man,
projects.
living in Beverly fucking
They
Hills.
with all white people around them and
So
be
why
talking
they
like I'm
rapping
in the
about
hood.
it? Y'all niggas trying to
They
live
don't want to
about
seem
it.
fake. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't want to seem like, oh, you got too big for the hood. That's what it really is deep down for the rappers. I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
that image they're trying to hold on to.
But that's
it's
why I like
like-
Jay-Z. Jay-Z doesn't glorify. He'll talk some
Yeah,
shit, but he
he
gives
don't glorify
knowledge,
it.
you know. This is where I came from, but this is where you can be.
That's
You
fucking
feel me?
nice.
And I think more artists need to say, like, I came where you came from. You know, I understand you selling this and doing that, but that's not your whole life. You don't
Right.
make
It's
that
just out of
everything.
hand now.
Mm-hmm.
People
Yeah.
just too comfortable with taking a person's life. It's just like
Yeah,
you really
that's
like that's
reckless.
scary
That's
to
hate.
me.
Yeah, that's
I
hate for
mean,
real
we have
on
a
another level.
tolerance. You know, we're built
Jesus.
to maintain it. The movies we watch are violence.
Oh my
you
god.
know, the video games we play
movies
are violence.
getting
But
worse.
it's training us to be accepted, to accept, because you know kids are playing games to shoot each other. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
my daughter will play this Fortnite, and
Oh
she's
my
like, "I'm about
God.
to kill him."
Fortnite
and I'm
has
like,
a lawsuit out right now, actually.
"Do they?"
Yeah, because I guess parents are getting like kind of worried about the fact that this is kind of like it's the same thing as crack cocaine
Yeah,
to their kids.
yeah. They want to play it all day,
all
every
day, every
day.
day, and it's like they're just literally just sitting in front of a screen killing other people and players. That's
Yeah.
that's the whole objective to the game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
and that's
see-
why.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying it, but that comes like to the household. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't do some things. You know what I mean? My parents never blamed it on like it's the video game's fault. You know what I mean? It's all about
how much you
know,
give
how
them
much
the
you-
video game or how much
she
you
got a
let
time
them do
limit
it.
on that shit.
So
I'm
like when I worked
yeah.
with kids, like some of our parents, one in specific, she would it would be hard for her though. I understand what you're saying. Like as the parent, you're supposed to lay it down, but then when you try to take the game away from the child, they go to school the next day and want to cut up and want to do this, that, and the thing. You try to discipline. Like she felt like she had to give him the game, or else he was just like out of control.
that's
My
Like,
parents let me have that much control.
I
Hell
will
no.
choke you unconscious.
Yeah.
That's
they be like, I'll call 696. Them kids be like, I'll call 696.
I would be
them
like,
kids.
These kids are reckless. And they're very...
You got me
I'll be
fucked
like,
up.
hold up. You gonna have
call
a rough
them up.
time.
The
I'ma
one
be
lady was
okay.
like, yeah, you gonna try to dial 696, you gonna dial 699. Oh, that Medea, never mind. Oh yeah, never mind.
You gonna
Trying to before I can
99,
get
yeah.
I
But-
just don't understand how kids got so disrespectful. Like I've never been in this mode of where I just seen so many kids just get what they want, mainly purely out of manipulating their parent right now. And it's like my friend, she's going through that right now where she divorced her husband, and her husband aren't on the same, her ex-husband aren't on the same pages, but it's like the daughter was the one that was conflicting these two to keep going at each other, and she knows both how to make them get mad
How
about
old is
stuff
she?
so she can get what she wants. I think she's like 10, 13 or something. Like she's a preteen.
Oh,
So it's like
they're very
so it's like when they arguing because of probably what she had said, or go back and forth because they live in two different houses. So it's like you don't even know what to do because this little girl is manipulating the fuck out of each side.
Because they're a different breed. Like I work
Kids,
with
yeah.
12 and 13-year-olds right now, and hearing their conversations, it's not like us when we were 12 and 13.
Right.
It's
Shit, I
more
was
goofy and playing. You know, we
Yeah.
actually being kids.
Yeah.
Now they're very intellectual. They know, like this girl, her
Yeah.
name,
Like,
this girl,
even,
she
like,
know how to set
babies,
everybody
2-year-olds
up.
can work a phone
Damn.
better than us. We didn't have the first thing our parents didn't put in our hand was
Was a
their
cell phone.
phone.
Yep, I know a
Okay,
3-year-old
it
got
might have been a
cell phone.
leapfrog.
Yeah.
It might have been some educational something keep your mind stimulated.
You on it
It
for
wasn't
a
a
second,
cell phone.
yeah.
When I tell
You
you,
sound just like
this
our
2-year-old
parents.
baby grabbed the phone and knew how to get to the app he wanted to
Yes.
go to at 2
Search
years
YouTube.
old.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
search YouTube.
That was our
Get to where they need
I
to
don't,
be.
said-
I don't like all that. I
Yes.
want her outside.
It's brilliant. I'm like,
2 years old.
2 years. No, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
2 years. I don't
I
even think the
believe
baby
it.
was 2 yet,
Yeah, I believe
but
it.
knew how to get to his app and play.
yeah. I know
It's
kids like
entertainment
that.
for them.
That
Like
is
that's what they.
crazy.
First of all, they watching their parents do it all day.
Oh,
Or the
that
parents
is-
just
And
shove it
then-
in their face and show
And
them.
then the parents give them the phone, do the little stuff for them, and the kids are very perceptive. So
Yeah,
they're
they can remember
taking
some
all
shit.
of that in.
Crazy.
And it's like, yeah, when I want to get there, I'm going to just follow with my parents. Though it's the same thing as having a conversation around your child, and that child is able to repeat that same conversation back to somebody. Hours or even days later,
Days.
like they're very receptive. So when you have that phone and stuff, they are taking notes. Because my 1-year-old sister was able to go on and turn on Frozen, Let It Go at the age of 1.
Knew she wanted to hear that too.
So
Right.
I'm like, whew,
That's scary.
how,
Wow.
Sway?
They're brilliant. You
Like,
know, we
it's
just have
crazy.
to
I
just
raise.
think
We
they're-
just have to be that influence.
They're just more mature because of these it's the cell phones, and social media makes it way worse.
So in that
Social
respect,
media makes it
is social media and technology really damning our community?
No.
Like,
Yeah.
is it?
It's damning the black
Sure.
community for sure, as far as mental health and just being like,
sure.
self-esteem and motivational
sure.
things. Because people posting these things and it's like this lavish lifestyle, and I can
That's
do all of this
That's
different
a great
things.
segue into that
But that's
conversation.
a big fear of mine because I don't want to bring a kid into this world and then that's what's going to automatically happen. Even if I take them to school, that's the secondary parenthood for real when they be in school for most of their life, and I'm over here shipping them off to school and
Move to
all they
an
learn
island
is
then.
crazy
Fuck it.
shit.
Actually, I was gonna say it
Move
just
to
depends.
island.
It depends on
Right, I moved to a damn island.
your culture where you at. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like if you are in a whole nother country and it's if it's a different influence around them, like they take the kids out on field trips, they're outside, they're learning about agriculture. You know,
Definitely would
get in
do that.
different schools that will. Because it's a school right off of Club side. It's right off of Richmond. Them kids be doing archery. They be outside hiking in the woods. I be seeing them marking
Doing
down all
stuff,
the little
yeah.
stuff.
They do that shit at Hawkins.
You feel me? So
Those are
that-
real prominent schools.
Yeah, and
though.
but that's how you teach a kid. You know, teach them something outside of the phone because the school I work at, all right, get on your laptop.
And it's not even the school
Yeah.
though.
They
It's
listening
the
to music and
parents that's
YouTube.
giving them the phone.
I mean, schools now every
Yeah,
day. That's
schools
all
now
they
is
do.
The
technology.
iPads, they have the iPads.
Yeah,
Yes.
the iPads and laptops, and you can get
That's
on the
what they
internet.
give them.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
they'd be having the educational.
Girl,
See,
no,
the one
they
at
give it
school,
to
I
them
saw
for the
they had
whole
the
year.
Yeah, the whole
educational
year,
one.
and they
They give
go
it to
work
them the whole
on that.
year, and they take it home and do all types of stuff with it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a
But I
different-
thought that was interesting how you brought. I'm sorry. Did
No,
you
go
want to
ahead.
go?
No,
You sure? I thought it was interesting how you brought up like social media because recently I've been feeling like how you were kind of describing like, you know, the negative effects of social media. We touched on that before a couple weeks ago, so we're not gonna go that in depth with it. But like, you know, comparing your life to others or like what we're seeing on
It's
there,
hard.
like sometimes you just feel like, dang, am I right? Like,
Living my best potential
yeah,
life.
I be like, I don't know.
It makes you
It
want more.
inspires me though.
It does
Yeah,
make
it
me
makes you
want
want
to
more.
say
Now it inspires me because
Inspires
I'm not trying to sit there, but that's why I don't be on my phone. That's why I don't be on social media as much because you have to really limit yourself
You do.
to how much you really
You
consume.
start
it
seeing
on your
everybody
phone.
having a baby,
I'm addicted
everybody
to social
getting
media.
married, everybody is happy,
I
everybody
think
is.
everybody ain't happy.
you
That
know.
grass
Yeah.
ain't greener
Yeah.
on the other side, and that's the thing
I
you
know
got to
too
keep
many
remembering.
people personally.
That's
I
a
know
very
y'all story and y'all
whole ass
cheesing
family.
up on
Yeah,
Instagram.
it
Like,
ain't
you
like
just
that
told
for
me
real.
5
Especially if you
seconds
know
ago.
it.
Yeah, they just called me. So I'm like, but you up here smiling. So nothing wrong with that, but
Right.
We know
just
something
don't
wrong
post
with us.
nothing. You know, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
You
Why
can
you
I
post
mean,
post
but you
something,
can't
know?
really tell nobody not to post it because even like what you just said, like I have somebody who's married and everything and picture perfect marriage, beautiful family and everything on social media is beautiful, but in reality, the reality does not match.
Her nigga cheating, the kids
Yeah.
going crazy. She smoking weed. I don't know what. to do.
Right. I
So
mean,
crazy.
and everybody messaging her stuff like, "Oh my gosh, I want this marriage and I
Exactly.
want this
Exactly.
and it's
That
like,
pumps people's heads
but
up.
at the same time, it's like I'm not about to put my business out there to all of you people so you can criticize or put your 2 cents into
Comment.
my
Yeah,
relationship. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what's good because yes, that's what I want to do. But I'm not gonna let y'all into the problems of my family.
Yeah, you can't.
And that's why I feel like for me, for social media, I don't have any pictures up. I don't really post anything because I don't need people to see what's going on in my life.
Not every
like,
day.
like it's
Every
like
other second. Like,
y'all can assume, but at the end of
Yeah.
the day, like no,
You don't
but
need to know everything.
yeah.
that is
So when people be on
glorification.
social media just posting minute after minute, I be like, damn, so Instagram.
Yeah.
You
is
lonely.
paying you.
I feel attacked.
Is Instagram paying you minute by minute just to be on social media?
No, but
so you just scrolling for free.
I love it. I look at it. For
Is
me,
it productive for
it's
you?
productive for me though.
Well, because
But
you
he has a
work.
business.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
you
you
know,
have a
Right.
business
He has a
into it, so
business.
you.
See, I brought it. See what y'all attacking social media, but it can do good. It can
No,
do
I
good.
said
But
Social
for-
media is good, but it's like how people handle it. I think we
understand.
consumed it like pop and juice. That shit's bad for your body
Yeah.
in general. Junk food and all that. You gotta think of social media as you can only eat so much. It's like McDonald's. They say you're supposed to treat McDonald's and any fast food restaurant like a dessert or something that you do every now and again. You don't do it every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because that's how you'll get sick or that's how you'll get immune to different foods that they have.
Now-
Social media is the same thing.
I think it attacks people differently. Like if you have a void within yourself, like
Yeah.
say you know you're not in a relationship, but you yearn that connection. I go on my page right now, if you see 5,000 couples and people and stuff like
Yeah.
that could trigger a person. Or for example, having money, like, you know, you can go on social media and see 5,000 people more with like this lavish lifestyle.
Money Ball, you know him
Money
too?
Ball. You
I
know,
follow him.
Yeah.
That nigga be giving out money for
That's
real.
my frat bro. Hey, shout out to Money Ball. He inspires me. But yeah.
Yeah. So you turn it into inspiration, but someone will see that as, okay,
Being great.
not good enough.
be in school for years and years and years and don't have nothing to show for it. You still
Working the same shit.
at
you ain't
square
doing
one,
it.
you
Yeah.
still don't have like no sense of what your purpose is or what you're fulfilling in life. That's what I'm saying. Like if something's not all the way okay in your own personal life, you can internalize those things and see it as a negative, or it can attribute to your life in a negative way where you started your mind. The mind is just the mind.
But
Fucks
honestly,
with
I
you.
feel like
It's
those type of
distorted.
people should not have social
I was
media
just about
to say
accounts.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
I think they can't handle it.
Yeah,
like,
if you gotta fill a void that bad, then
yeah,
maybe
like
you
you,
shouldn't.
Yeah.
you
A lot of
can't.
people go
But
through that.
exactly though, but a
Tons.
lot of people
What's trial
do
and error,
it.
though?
though.
You didn't know.
That's a whole
You didn't
reason
know.
for social media.
It's an outlet.
It's to make you compare yourself to see like my life isn't as valid as their life because they're doing ABC, but you're not
Right.
accepting that
I
I'm
thought
doing
social media
ABC.
was a way to
you know?
connect to other folks around the
Used
world.
to
It was supposed to be.
That's
But
the
it
term,
turned into
social
something
media.
way different.
But
now.
it's
Exposed us.
glorified
Damn you, Mark
now.
Zuckerberg, and your
Like
bullshit
people are
ass
getting
Facebook.
rich off of social media.
Oh, yeah.
What's
There's
up with
people
all
getting
these?
rich.
What's up with all these
Rich.
couple pages though?
I'm telling you,
That
Oh,
I'm
with the
seeing?
travel companies
What's up
and
with the
shit?
couple? Oh,
That's how you
follow
get
my
money.
couple page. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get
It's
money.
cute.
I don't get
It's
them.
a fad now.
I don't
Like
get
that's what people are looking
rich.
at now.
But
Though
yeah.
people
get
are
paid on
gonna
that
make
too?
what makes you money.
money,
Yes,
yeah.
Yep.
yes. Just like YouTube bloggers, couple pages, you get paid for that shit. You get paid for your views and your likes and all of that different
all your
shit.
personal
Once you're
business on-
sponsored,
yeah.
yes,
Over with.
you get paid for that,
That's how
and
Kim
that's why
Kardashian be
people
making
do
them
sponsor.
it.
How did they get that? Because
I'm glad you said that. That's what I'm doing
It's
right
the number.
now.
It's the
All
number
types
of
of ways.
followers.
they pay for that.
It's the number of followers.
It's the
you
number
get.
of followers, subscribers, having them buy stuff from you. Like a company be like, all right, we need you to promote
Yes.
this.
That's why
and
some
then
people
they
be
buy
wearing
off of
those
them.
cute fancy outfits and they be half
I
them.
mean, our
naked
friend
and
page
shit.
is sponsored though. What that mean? He
But
get
you need
paid for
enough
that?
people. You need enough.
Yeah. You need
at least, like,
you need enough people to
million.
find. Yeah, you need millions.
Million.
Well, he do
followers.
got, you know.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
He
Oh,
said that.
1,000. Wait, 55,000.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
That's,
you
he in
need-
the K's.
Nah,
you
Yeah,
know, you
he
need
got to
the
get
M's.
up.
Yeah.
Once
But
you
he
start-
had a sponsor. Oh, you talking about with the little check? No, I
talking
just
big
said
money.
sponsored. When the little
No,
names
you gotta
from-
have the
Oh, you can pay
the
for those
check
too.
and
I've
everything.
seen
Yeah,
people
that's
pay
when you
for
would
And it's
their
just
sponsorship. to
makeup
show up as a
people get
commercial.
sponsored by
Yeah.
MAC, Sephora,
Mm-hmm.
all of that shit. People get sponsored by hotels, nigga. You can go
You can find something
somewhere.
for everything.
Man,
you can get everything.
everything.
You can get
That
sponsored.
shit
That's what
is
we gonna
so-
try and do on here. Start bringing in.
We already
I want to do
on it.
kombucha. You feel me? Bring in
Ooh, I like
kombucha.
kombucha.
I want to do different stuff. You know, different waters. You know, like alkaline water, stuff that's healthy.
Boxed
you know,
water.
We can get
box
paid.
water. You feel me?
I want
Get
to get
something out
paid to
there.
travel. Shout out to any
See,
travel company. looking
that's
for
why I
some-
do. See, that's why I love social media though, because I'm trying to get paid off of it eventually. I don't know when it's gonna
Yeah.
happen, but it feel like
Wow.
I've seen it happen so
Interesting.
much.
You're using it for the good, though.
Yeah,
like how
but
she
it's
said, it's the common people are just addicted to it. You know, they're flies attracted to
Yeah.
the light. They're just doing it because they're followers. You know, people 85% of the population is a follower,
But
so they're
check
just
this
doing
out,
whatever
though.
everybody else do.
Go
I
for
was
it.
watching Dr. Phil, and it was a little clip on Instagram that has the Dr. Phil episode. But the little boy, his mom kept giving him $1,000 per month for an allowance every month. You know what I mean? So then she's starting to feel this conflict of where, you know, he's like
Right.
getting very more materialistic every time, and to the point where he's like, well, I'm only making YouTube videos and that's gonna make me money. But he's real spoiled about it, and not really grateful for the fact that his mom is working like 120 hours a week to keep that money in his pocket every month. But he wants another $1,500 additional to his allowance a month.
Did you
Or-
see the one with the boy who don't talk to his family because they don't have enough followers? Because he's a YouTuber.
Get the fuck out! These kids is
and he was on Dr.
ridiculous.
Phil, and he was like, "So what's up with your mom? You don't talk to her or anything?" She like, he was
You
like,
gotta get her
"Nah,
followers
she
up,
don't
bro."
have enough followers for me."
Wow.
He was like,
What?
"You just
And
don't
that's
talk
the
to her on a
society
regular
that we
basis."
growing as kids.
He like,
But
"For what?
that's real,
If she
though.
not making me money."
Crazy.
That shit's
That's
real.
what he said. If she's
He's-
not making me money, why do I need to talk to her? I'm making my own money.
That's
Like,
crazy.
but that's for people that don't know how to handle fame. You
Yep.
get
Yep.
that fame, and it hit you like a truck,
And that's what
and
he
you don't
said.
know what to do with it. It's
And he
like,
said, once you
and
get
your
famous, you
head-
got to cut people off. And that's what the
Yep.
first thing he said. You got to cut people off.
your head
You
just
blow
gets
up.
so big. Like you like that attention though, it feeds you. And then the most of the attention you get is probably not even feeding you good energy. So it's like, nigga, if you ain't contributing nothing, then why are you here? And like a lot of Instagrammers, like famous Instagram people, then cut their families off because of it. Like, yes, that shit is wild.
Yeah, that's so weird.
I mean, shit. Even people with notoriety, just being like popular.
Why do people like to look at the couple pages though? Like,
I don't know. I follow.
I saw one today, and I was like,
because people want that shit. That's why.
Yeah, what they strive
They
for.
trying to sell that lifestyle for them.
Yeah, like
anybody can take a picture though. I mean,
But the picture it gets us.
Pictures.
It just gets you millions.
Especially if her body banging, his body banging, banging together.
Their bodies was nice though. But
Yeah.
Hey, what page
That's
was
how you
this?
get. Yeah, I've never
Can I
even
see-
seen
I haven't
this.
seen one.
Can we-
It's so many.
somebody page.
You got
I saw.
I want to say
I got one.
chick on
I
that.
never
Yeah,
saw
let me
that.
see
She has
this.
like a
I've never seen
travel
that
agency
either.
or
It's
something
not
like
a
that.
couple.
I know one that just started
but
up.
one
and
of the
they
reasons
comment
that
on
they
somebody.
famous is because they are a couple,
Are
and
you talking
like
about, nah, I don't bring up
All right.
Right, because I'm wondering you talking about who I'm talking about.
Nah,
It's
I don't
the-
know.
Okay,
okay.
no, they're famous. They're like
They call
Oh,
Rich
no.
Rush on it's Rich Rush
Can I
on
see
Instagram.
what they look
I'm
like?
looking
And
both.
it's
Hold on.
Oh.
that
it's
is
the
fun.
couple, and I follow her on Snapchat, but I didn't know they was like really like a travel agency couple. Like
Can I
they,
see what they
yeah.
looking like?
So she like sells her clothes on there, the outfits
They
that she
looking
has
fun.
on pictures and stuff like that. Like they, you know, they just kind of promote within like
So
they
they-
own, and they live in a whole probably different city. I'm
Right.
assuming like a different country or something. They always in some other country.
So they finessing
And
something.
they
like
See,
they
I would
look
look
good
at this
though,
to
but then
just
it's
be
like,
like, where's
what are
this
they
at?
doing with their
So
lives?
behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah.
That's good though. We don't know.
I was
That's
about to say
good.
like that's a
That's
great
good.
thing because
Yeah.
it's like some people you can really hide that shit for years and not really
Yeah,
know
I'm
what
the
somebody
same.
is does.
I think that's a good business though. If nobody
Yeah.
don't know your personal
And
business.
it's a good segue too because she can sell her clothes on there. You can sell vacation packages on there.
Oh,
All
so they
that
travel
stuff.
for a living then, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. They own a
Wait,
travel
what?
agency company and they
Oh,
run it
yeah.
together. Yeah, that's why I was like, I would do
Show me
that.
that.
Hey, let me see how y'all done.
Yeah.
But it's not really
It's just those
a
nice
couple
pictures.
pages. A lot of pictures of her.
Those
That's what I'm
pictures- those
saying,
pictures are
but
everything.
he's there too. Like they'll do videos together sometimes,
Is this
but
the
it's
couple
mostly
page?
her. Yeah.
And you think guys is gonna get on there just
Yeah,
to
that's
see
what I'm saying,
her
like, just
body
to see
popping.
her, yeah,
They
that's
like,
what I
oh,
did.
you see that ass?
We're gonna
And they
like a
just
few
follow you.
pictures.
You're gonna get on there.
I'm
but
actually
that's
surprised you haven't
publicity.
heard of them because it's on. Well, a lot of people don't get on Snapchat anymore, but I follow her.
You know,
them
Snapchat
and
is dying now.
It
Snapchat is
did
dead.
die.
I thought it was just me.
It died so
Snapchat.
quick.
Snapchat is dead.
I get on that.
I had
now.
a lit
get on
ass
that.
Snapchat. Me
Me
and my
too,
friends was
at
making
first. I used to always
videos.
just
We
post
had
it.
Snapchat
Snapchat.
was litty. Like
Now I was like,
I just use it for the filter.
they added the
Yeah, that's
ads.
what
I was
everybody
like,
say.
that's cool,
That's
too,
filter.
Right. They got some good filters.
These pictures do sell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The pictures, the way
Mhm.
that people, post things,
It do
and it's
sell.
probably just all her on one page. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's like he like no sex attracts.
No, you know
They
that
get
real
together.
good couple. Oh no, ain't.
Go ahead, look it up. You don't gotta say
Nah,
name.
that's not who.
Come on.
I was talking
give
about
us a
that
peek.
famous, like the Sprinkle Jesus girl, but that's not a couple page. though. That they're actually married.
Sprinkle
Yeah.
Jesus. Who is that?
That's a
The
good
app, the app that blew up in
especially
Mayor
when you
Millions.
only need a sprinkle of Jesus.
What?
That's the app.
I'm
that
telling you, they
this
send out
lady
notifications
created.
on your phone, and they, give you little cool, little here and there. Okay, let me see if I got one.
I be feeling like I don't even know what's going on, bro.
I'd be so oblivious.
All right,
to
so
shit.
it's Sprinkle of Jesus. Okay, so they be sending like different
You know about
ones,
that?
just
Huh?
like
You know
positive
about
stuff.
that? Sprinkle of Jesus.
But I think I would say I get once a
Jesus
day.
sprinkling
Okay, so
is.
today
Dang, you got a whole bunch right
I just
there.
don't delete them off my thing. So it said today, it's like he's got you. Sleep tonight knowing that the promises of God will come to pass in your life. God's got you and he will never leave you. It's just like personal, just like encouraging
Kinda like
things.
Yeah, it's like a
An
motivation.
affirmation, yeah. So it's like, okay, I could deal with that. And they
Yeah.
kind of give you like things like, oh, we selling books and like just different black owned things. Because they're more like, I think it's a black owned business,
Religious.
right?
Oh, that's what's up.
Religious business, but it's pretty chill. Like,
Yeah.
I like it.
Anything to uplift somebody.
Yeah.
I'll never have a
But
problem
the couple
with that.
pages, man,
I'll
the
show
body
y'all the
banging,
one.
they be selling that shit.
Oh, yeah, you know.
I can't find it. But yeah, this girl and her dude, they it's not a couple's page, so it's her personal page, but they post a lot of couple stuff on there. And they
I got
got
actually two people. I'm
a
gonna show
couple's
y'all.
podcast and everything,
Let me
but
remind myself.
they get sponsored by other pages
Yeah.
to put their couple stuff
Yeah.
on other pages.
Yeah.
And it's like, and
I
of
would do
course,
that.
both of them fit, both of them got nice bodies, and they so cute together.
Yeah.
See, I would
They
do
fit
that.
the whole marketing scheme. Like,
And
we
they got
can make money
cats.
off of them.
And they love their cats, and like I don't know how their real
Uh.
relationship be, but online they pop it.
Yeah.
That's what I was
But
telling her,
people
that's all
teach
that
them how
matters.
to do that, you know, just like watching a reality TV show. You feel me? Like Black Ink, they teach them, all right, this is what sells.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
heard
so
that
we'll
that
set
was
these scenes up. We're gonna
rigged.
make this. Oh, everything's rigged on TV. So
Trying to live like them. See what I mean? Social media bullshit. That's what that is. I'm trying to live like them.
See though,
but it's who you
the
follow.
Money is
too.
good.
It's who you follow.
It is.
I changed the algorithm to my shit. Like
Mhm.
everything
Yeah,
I
I
see
had to
on
delete
mine,
some
I'm like,
people, yeah.
I
But
like
sometimes
this.
I get a little like, dang, you look at these pages, they're so cool because they're like structured. They got the column in the middle with all the.
Yeah,
I
those
be
cool.
like,
I don't know how to
Hey,
do all
mine
that.
just-
You take time.
looking good.
My right,
It's like, ooh.
the pictures and they got the big
blanking
photos.
it, yeah. Mhm.
People be really putting a lot of effort into that, and sometimes it make me look at it like, dang, I wish
That's
maybe
their
I should
business,
start
though.
doing some positive, and I'm like, that's a lot of work.
That's why I say look at
Yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
it is. I don't feel like
But
doing
look,
all
you gotta look
that.
at
That's a lot of shit.
a lot of work.
Can't
Get your
do
page
it.
to look like that.
How yours? I didn't look at y'all pages. No, you don't got nothing.
It's
yours,
just
your page
pictures.
adventurous.
All
That's
mine
his
is just straight pictures.
Zaire is artistic. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's how I like mine. I like
But
mine.
that's
about
cool
it.
because it creates.
Your art
It
do got
captures
your
the
own
dirt.
art to it though, because
Yeah.
his is creative.
His,
Everybody's is
mine
different.
not. Mine is just a regular page with some pictures.
Yeah, it's showing your highlights of life and everything.
That's
you know,
it.
transitions.
But that's
I want to
something
do
good.
something
Traveling
like
over here.
Don't scroll too far.
and capture it going to the
You're
2011.
gonna hit the 11 and then be like,
Ooh,
damn,
that high
right.
school. Oh, you said that.
I ain't start my Instagram until like first year of college.
Me either.
2013.
11, yeah,
too.
2011.
see
And I'm
when I
like,
started.
I had to get
damn.
talked into doing mine. I was like, nah.
Yeah, that's what
Instagram
happened.
not for
I got
me.
talked into doing it. It was like, girl, you got an Instagram? I'm like,
Right, I was
Instagram.
one of the last people too that I
Me
did.
too.
Yeah.
I was like, Instagram. This
Yeah.
is something. I
Probably
just got out of
2011.
summer vacation just ended. What the fuck? This is my first
I
semester.
didn't make none of my social media accounts. None of them.
Not even, you have Twitter?
Damn Squidward.
No.
Twitter,
No, because ain't nobody make one for me. But no, my friend, at the time best friend made my Snapchat, made my Instagram,
Yeah. I had
made
somebody
my
make
Facebook.
How you making my stuff?
Yes,
you got my
I was
picture on there
not
too.
on it. Like
Dang.
I did
Wow.
not make none of my stuff. I mean, I maintained it after he made it,
Yeah.
but like, cause he knew I wasn't doing it. Like I wasn't a social media
Y'all not
person.
best friends anymore?
No,
Shit happens.
Boo.
no, he's
Sad.
getting
That's not
married
happening.
though, and I'm so
Shout out
happy
to your
for
married
him.
ass millennial.
But y'all not talking no more?
That's
Wait,
Even friends?
no, wait. Which one are you? I'm
Which
talking
one?
about from high
Which
school.
one?
Yeah, we don't talk anymore.
That's sad. I hate life.
Well,
I
shit,
love
he getting
him.
married.
Life
He
is
can't
just
talk
full
about
of-
these
but-
ex-hoes.
Life is
Sorry.
full of like what
Sorry.
people come and go. Like
Right.
Yeah, and that's what it was like. Like Birdie said, like I wasn't about to keep
said what?
texting or
Oh,
like
no, I was saying shit. Fuck that shit.
right deuces. Like I wasn't about to keep
You are
texting
funny,
him, calling
bro.
him, putting effort into it. Like no, I'm not that person. Like if you don't show that you want to be cool, then fuck
216 in
it.
case you don't know the number 216.
Like we don't have to be cool. But yes, we were friends since 9th grade.
Nah, that's not too long. I'm thinking like more investment, like third grade.
I know she
you
shut
feel
that
me?
shit down.
Oh,
She
bitch,
said,
I
"That
don't
ain't
even
no more."
remember 3rd grade.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Some people
like-
been best friends since third grade.
I
They
got,
like-
that was my
years
longest
ago.
friend.
Like,
though.
you
That was
okay.
that was my longest friend.
Okay.
And we were really close. Like we went to both high schools together. Like we went to one high school, transferred to another high school together.
Yeah.
And then we did so much stuff. Like he was the first person I smoked with. He did all my social media accounts.
Oh, that's
like
what's up.
we were like this. I went
Yeah.
through it with him with all his crazy girlfriends. He went through it with me with all of my fucked up relationships. So, but we thought we were gonna be friends forever, and then we.
And that's
just,
how I be really feeling too until it's
So what,
Just
so
not.
y'all just naturally?
Just
Yeah.
lose a friend. Oh.
I mean, but that's how it is with the majority of my friends. Like, we don't fall out or anything. We just
kind of separate.
That's not a
separate.
That's life.
Have you ever
though.
tried
life.
to
That's
just,
life.
hey, what's up? You know,
reach out.
So yes, I did. And if that shit don't work, then I'm chalking.
oh
it.
yeah, after that
Oh,
point,
so
you ain't
you
gonna
haven't
put all the
tried
effort
it
in.
yet?
Huh?
Did you try? it?
Well, with certain people. So
Oh,
I
that's
What about-
tried
I mean,
it.
with your
friend
with your
in-
best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, with my best friend. Oh, yes, multiple times.
okay.
Multiple times. And it always ended the same way.
Which was?
So, us not talking. Like, if I did not hit him up, he
Ghost
did not
the
hit me
What
up.
was his sign?
And
Right, what's
he
his
was
sign?
a Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
crabby.
really?
Yeah, he was a
Oh,
Cancer.
he probably, especially if he married, he probably really invested.
No,
in
he's
his-
That's
he
how they
just
do
got
it. They do.
engaged.
Right though.
But
They
Cancers will cut.
They'll
well,
cut
he
everyone off.
changed though after high school because he
Yeah.
is still friends with people who we went to high school. Like
Yeah.
that group, they are still together, but like his whole personality and everything changed, and I just
And if ended when it needed to.
Yeah, he still hit me up. Like, if I post something, he'll comment on it or something and be like, I miss you and everything. And be like, oh, okay, I miss you too. But then after that, it's just
weird.
It just never goes
At least
anywhere.
it's no beef. You know, it's still like, at least it can be
Chill.
cordial. You could,
Like
if y'all see each other, hey.
Feeling like, what's...
Because I did used to let him. That was my best. That was my best.
Well,
That's how it is with mine. That's how it is with mine.
His girlfriend gonna definitely invite me to the wedding, but
he should. That you're connected to him, and he's your friend.
I feel like he should have respected the friendship. Well, fiance.
His fiance now. She's definitely invite me to the wedding. But
she invited you to the wedding?
Yeah, his fiance loves me.
Oh, so you gonna go and then you gonna
his fiance loves me.
Oh, you made it sound like wait, Shekinah, how you tell a story is a little.
Wait, what?
We're up here thinking how you said it was as if y'all don't communicate.
Because
me and him.
But you going to the wedding?
We don't. His fiance will hit me up before he will.
So like, it's still something there. It's not like you don't talk to him.
I don't.
I think it's
that's the thing. That's the crazy part. I don't.
But he comments on your stuff, so that is still. He think it's some.
Everybody
maybe you
got
think
that
it's
person
like. Maybe you think it's not, but he not seeing it like
she know
that.
him though, so she probably know the vibe.
Especially best friend.
But
that's
it's like,
what it is, because y'all was
texting,
like this,
hanging out. Like we haven't hung out in years.
Yeah.
So that's like, no, we don't. He will never text my phone.
Well, see, I have to. Never mind. I'm gonna apologize because I have an all or nothing thinking brain. It's either you all in or you're not at all. So that in between
like,
me,
we're cordial. He could definitely comment, hit me up, say I miss you, but we haven't talked on the phone in years. Haven't hung out in years.
Yeah,
and his, like I say, his fiance hits me up more than he does. So it's like
that's what makes it weird. Like
and his fiance, she loves me. Like she always comments on my stuff. Like we don't text or anything, but she'll she has a dual citizenship in Canada. She's like, yeah, come out to Canada with us one time and everything. He didn't even tell me about his fiance. She did. So
maybe it was meant for you to meet her. Maybe he was like that stem for you to. All right, maybe you're destined to meet this
awkward
lady.
though.
And she's a surgeon, so
wow.
It might be a little awkward, but it don't mean that she can kick it with her whatever she wants.
She gonna fix it.
Girl,
yeah,
for real though. Like
a little messy.
Look, soon as something happen in this country, and be like, so I'm the Canada, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later.
She got the link on the hotels and stuff. We gonna kick it into Toronto.
Girl, no, she got a citizenship. That's all I need.
Hey, girl, you official.
Right.
Are you all close with the speaking to the woman? Because guys, it seems like we kind of stick around each other through the years. But I noticed with women, y'all relationships and friendships don't last very long. Or it'll be like, just like how she said, oh, we just don't talk anymore. Even you say, oh, we just don't talk anymore. And I typically hear that with women. Like, how come you all don't? Let's keep on, let's hang out. That's my best friend.
You mean like friendships with like girls and like girls?
I mean, it can be girls and guys, but mainly girls. Like
girls and guys are different breeds.
Yeah, they are.
For real, because guys have their own egotistical way of how they think and logically separate you as far as like they might be in love with you and they will never tell you, but they will just disappear because they don't want to hurt your feelings, fuck up the dynamic or anything with the friendship. So I could get that, but like girls, I think it's just embedded that we are pretty catty. Like, it's either you can deal with the shit or you don't. And that's kind of some reasons why I don't go into like certain social organizations where it's like it's a sisterhood versus just me being myself. Like, because it seemed like it's harder because they're gonna do those things intentionally just to get a rise out of you, just to make you stronger. But it's not, that's something I wouldn't do because mentally that's exhausting to me. I can't keep checking some chick about something and then we supposed to call these sisters. You know what I mean? Like, that's just awkward. And that's kind of funny that I have multiple friends that are in like sororities and stuff like that. And it's for them, but it's not for some people. And that's just kind of how I see it. Because when I see girls, they going at it, I don't even like watching the cat fights or none of that shit. People think that shit's funny. I don't understand how people arguing over the world's dumbest stuff. And it's like, it's passive aggressive. It's so easy to be so passive aggressive with other chicks. And it's like this like female dominancy, like you gotta be dominant over another girl, and then it's kind of like
it is. I see that a lot.
But dudes do it too. They just don't do it as often. It just don't do
Fire
it as often.
sign.
I don't think it's a fire sign or nothing. It's just that's what
kidding,
nature is.
So I'm gonna
I'll
speak
say
as a
Aries.
member of a sorority.
man.
I personally have more issues with personal friends falling out than the people in my sorority.
Really?
That's me personally. Yeah, because I feel like at the end of the day, a woman is a woman, and I've always been brought up and told like women are this, or when you're around a lot of women, this can tend to happen, or this can tend to happen. It's just the gender.
Yeah. It's just what
It doesn't matter if you in a sorority. It don't matter if you in a group setting or it's
Just what
women.
it is.
It's us. It's the vagina, the female, like the
vagina.
the female
Vagina.
race. Like it's us.
Species itself,
Like
yeah.
that's why me growing.
Right.
As I get older, I find myself having more male friends. When I was younger, I never had like a male best friend or brothers and stuff like that. I always had a lot of females, and females do come with drama. And it's because we're all still young. We're all still trying to get to know who we really want to be. It's a lot of different factors, I feel like, that go into it. But one of the things I will say that people don't take into consideration is this time. We're all still trying to learn who we are. So if you're not dedicated to being a friend, then you shouldn't even really
Be
I mean, you're
friends
not
in a
even,
way.
some people don't even try. They just give up the first time. They don't even try to understand the person or where they're coming from, or where, you know, people are quick to cut people off too.
Oh, yeah, I know.
We can
That's how
talk
you know
about
the
that.
genuines. That's how you know the
We
genuine or
we
not. They can
somebody
really be tough
that.
through them.
Let's to see.
If you can really tough through
I cut them off.
Yeah, I cut them off. I cut them off real quick. Get them scissors, snip, snip.
No,
bitch.
like,
And like in essence, I get it, but then it's like sometimes
He
when
be
you
ready.
really cutting a relationship, a friendship off that quick, then how genuine were you to really be my friend?
Facts.
In
It's
general,
true.
men or
Okay.
female. Like,
There are people like that.
Yeah,
though.
I
I
know.
done cut friendship off with people who I have been friends with for a very, very, very long time.
I did that shit to my best
So,
friend.
like, no,
I blocked my best friend. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I
For
didn't
how
block
long?
my best
At
friend.
least a year.
Oh.
The
Oh,
one I'm
shit.
talking about?
Honey, money.
Oh.
I love her though. I love you. She know what? Come on. That's my nigga.
He said the name and everything.
That's my
nigga.
But
She
because
said, yeah.
it was like I had to mentally leave her alone. Like me and her.
So y'all didn't
after a
talk in a
while,
whole year, or you blocked her?
I blocked her in a whole year and I
They
wasn't
ain't
talking to her.
talking.
I wasn't talking.
You
If
blocked,
you
you
blocked,
ain't
I'm not
talking.
talking.
Yeah.
I blocked her on media. I wasn't like. I just wasn't feeling the vibe of just being with somebody who says they're a friend, and then it's just all this extra shit that we always arguing.
Yes.
And it's like we in a relationship, and bitch, I'm not your girlfriend. That's where I was like, I'm not your
And I see
girlfriend.
that a lot with
and that's
women.
where I'm gonna be. And I feel like a lot of
Women
women
treat each other like
they girlfriends or
and they
some
be
type
like-
of relationship
Yeah.
that's
They be
deeper.
very controlling.
Because they get controlling and think
That's
like,
very
oh, okay,
interesting.
well, you know, you
Who
doing
with?
this and why you doing
with
that?
her all the
Yeah.
time?
I don't really. and honestly, I miss
Never
it.
noticed
Like,
that, but
See,
it
that
I've
can
only
be
had one
healthy,
friend like that.
or it
don't
can
like
be
that.
because my friends, they're like that. It's like, oh, you can't have other friends outside. They know that person have other friends outside of them, but it's like that's their friend. Like that you can't have that relationship that I have. And I had a best friend though who I was with like that, and it was just like I know she had other friends, but when it's me time, it's me time, and I expect it to be me time.
Yeah.
But we were friends for 11, 12
Shout out to
years.
my brothers out there. We just be doing whatever.
We don't give a fuck. We be like, I see what I see, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. It's
So
easier
you got to
for a
know
guy.
the type of female though.
Yeah.
So Shekinah's saying she would like that. However, I had a best friend at the time. That was foreign to me, and I don't like the Sagittarius. I don't like to be held down.
Independent, yeah.
Like, but you know,
You wanna have
at the end of the day,
your freedom.
I do miss that friend because I know she. Man,
fuck
we
with
used
you.
to have,
Yeah, she
and see,
fuck
she didn't
with
have
you.
a lot of female friends, so she really did, like you said, she messed with me heavy. But I felt like you were territorial. At the time, I was like,
What the fuck?
That's a woman thing.
I can't even be with my boyfriend without. Why you
no.
ain't
Why
call
you
me for
can't
my
tell?
birthday?
Yeah.
It's your birthday, you know, I'm with my boyfriend. Well, so what you trying? Can't call me? Why?
Oh yeah, I'd be
you
pissed
know,
off about that.
But at the same time, it goes
Yeah,
back to what you
motherfucker.
said though. Like,
Like-
you're my friend. It was that whole territorial thing.
Yeah.
I didn't understand because I never had met a person like that, let alone
Yeah.
a female.
Especially
But
if
at
you
the end of
free
the
as
day,
fuck.
like that,
Yeah.
she checked on me. She was the Aries, by the way. Checked on me, called me, texted me. Like,
Aries.
dang, it was
I just
like,
feel like there's
oh, I
modes
miss
to
that in
Aries.
her though.
There are. Y'all are
But
very.
she was
this
very-
is my family.
Yeah.
Like y'all.
The
fuck
thing
with
that I
people.
couldn't take at the end of the day, she's very
clinginess.
prideful. So even if
Yeah.
we didn't get into, well, we didn't even get into it. like once she say no, it's just no, and she wants to be a lawyer too. Hopefully you are, you accomplish your dreams.
JD
If so, but she's very
Yeah.
smart. But it's just like once she said no,
that was
ain't no hard feelings. We cool, but it's just like that was it. And some people are just very prideful, and I think that's
something that people have to
I've
really
just never
get
been
over.
real
They
prideful.
gotta work
Girls
on-
are really prideful. They can be really prideful.
It's just the same
like,
as guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Virgos,
no,
can,
I'm-
not talking about you, but Virgos, I know a couple of Virgos that are very prideful. Like,
I do
Just
too.
say the
man, right.
Virgos
If they
are very
say
prideful.
they don't like to
They
admit
stand
that
their ground too. Like,
I
Virgos
mean, and that's
Virgos
like
stand
what it
their
is. It's
ground.
like I'm not about
Yeah.
to compromise on what I want, or I'm not about
They
to.
don't.
And like I'm not. If
They
I
don't.
want something, or if I say
They don't.
something, then this is how I feel. You're not gonna go or get me to change how I feel about something to match what you want it to be. That's just not.
But
gonna
where does
happen.
like grace and acceptance come in? Like, I feel like that's harder. That's a difficult
See,
person.
and then the patience is like, so even with me and my former best friend, like it was just one incident. It was one incident that happened, and I'm just like, I'm done with you. Like, I don't, because it's like,
and that's
And with me,
I'm
like,
touch on.
I have
Why
guy
can't I say
friends.
the
Like I
Aries?
like my guy friends. I've always been a person that's drifted more towards guys than with females. Like even in middle school, I've never really had a lot of female friends.
I feel like guys
But-
have a neutrality that people like
Yeah, because it's like no drama.
because it's not
But-
female.
It was like with her though, it was, and I wasn't about. It was different because she always complained about her friend to me, and it's like if that's your best friend, why are you complaining about your best friend to me? And me and this girl isn't even really friends like that. So you're talking about this girl to me, but you're acting like your life is just so perfect, like, and I feel like she had a reason to act like that, but it was never to the point where you should be so prideful about it. But she was that territorial type where we got into it because she called me a bitch because her friend
Okay.
posted
Okay.
something
Okay.
on her Instagram and I commented on it, and the friend was like, it was a trip, and the friend was like, oh yeah, well you can come along, and I was like, oh that'd be fun, LOL. And she commented, she was like, why are you planning trips with my friend? I'm
Just
thinking
seen that.
it was
I
a
can
joke.
feel
My
that.
two friends
It
was just
was a
going
joke.
over that.
Like-
And I'm like, y'all need to chill.
And me and this
Nice.
girl then hung out with her and everything though, but it's
Yeah.
like, and she's like, why you planning trips with my friend? And I'm thinking it was a joke, so I'm jokey. She was like, bitch, I'm serious. I'm like, I'm like, wait a minute, wait, slow down, slow your roll.
That's how it be.
And it's like, so
That's
we got
crazy.
into it, and I'm like, look, I'm not about to argue with you over no dumb shit like this. Like, stop texting me.
Slow.
She
Period.
comes back though, a week later, and apologizes. Not even apologize. She says I was on my period, so.
I don't understand
I-
why people
And
That's
I'm
a
just
lot of-
like, bitch, you're crazy. Fuck you. And I cut her off. And I'm just like, there's no reason for me to talk to you anymore.
I've seen that
Like,
excuse on Instagram. Sorry, I was on my period. Like I've seen that shit. Like
I
you
know,
can't, you
that's
can't
not
put that
how
on there.
it's
Like,
anybody
you can't,
to really
you can't
use
put
it
that
for
on
that.
there.
I feel
Yeah,
like
like all of
excuse
y'all
too.
women can get away with
With
it.
some
Yeah,
emotional
sorry.
I'm fucking crazy on my period, but I would never do no fried shit like that.
Outbursting
And it's
on
like
people on
extreme
Instagram.
stuff like that just be like, you know what? I don't even want. Oh my god.
Yeah,
What?
I seen it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Spider? Who gonna kill
Yeah.
it?
First of all, it ain't
No, I don't
big
care.
as
I
Who
don't
gonna
care.
kill
Fuck
it?
that shit.
He's
Uh,
right where he's at.
No, I'll blow him.
No,
Blow him.
Let him touch
No,
the
kill
ground.
him.
Yeah,
And
he
then
gonna
just
be
let
the
him-
on the ground.
That's it, right?
Who gonna kill it? All right.
Nah,
name is
Justin, you ain't gonna
Frank.
kill it?
I don't
Nah,
care.
I didn't kill it earlier. I just picked it up and actually
Throw a bottle
that
at
might
it.
be the same one.
He stopped.
No,
Nah,
that's
he
going.
going. He on the ground.
Well,
Not
there you
yet.
go.
Spiders are good luck, so that's why I don't kill
Spiders
them.
are
Really?
I
good.
like spiders.
Yeah, I
I
like
just don't.
spiders. Spiders are good.
Ladies, y'all hear
Yeah,
out there,
don't be
spiders
on
are
me.
good.
I don't need
Right.
you touching
Fuck
me.
that.
Like you cool over
Yo,
there.
Swans are
No,
good luck.
I'm not going near it.
Oh, I feel it.
Yeah, no,
It's
my
good luck.
grandfather taught me that early.
You might get a few $1 million tomorrow. You never know. Shit.
I like
Don't
that.
yeah, I don't sound bad, don't it? You dig?
I like that. $1 million.
You dig? You dig? You dig? Oh,
But guys are just easier. You guys are just
Yeah,
easy.
we
chill.
flow. We
We
just
yeah.
There's some guys. Some guys are very into their
unless they
ego.
like you.
They're into their, some men
Yeah,
are
or
in
they
their
into their
ego,
ego.
and they can be very like complicated with how they interact with females and other guys. Because I've known guys that don't even like to be around other guys, if there isn't like a good ratio of people, which is understandable.
I'm like,
but at the same, but when it's like who these people are, you know what I mean. Like even when you have male friends and you try to bring other friends around, it's like they either feel like, well, if it's not my niggas, then I don't really give a fuck who. This
guys are like
I
don't want to be around.
And it's like, damn, you can't have no open like a line of communication of damn, you can't receive another person freely just because of who they are.
That's an ego.
I'm about to say that's a male ego.
Yeah,
like most guys, just like at y'all party, like it was cool. Everybody cool. Guys, we talking to each other. You know, we don't give a fuck about that. You know, but
oh my god,
real masculine dudes, they stand off and they're just uncomfortable. A lot of them are introverts. So they just
I think that's
why
one of my friends left and then they came back.
I was talking to everybody.
Yeah, we talked to. I mean, that's us though. We talked to everybody. Yeah, we got everybody Instagram and shit.
So what I would say is that if we're gonna just be honest, whatever, let's just be honest.
Go be honest.
So Birdie, this is my personal friend, right? What I appreciate about you, I'm not gonna lie, is that we have gotten into it. Okay, 2 fires. Me and Birdie have bumped heads and got into it, but she never left.
I'm loyal. That's the thing. I like longevity.
But I know,
and
I appreciate that just because when it gets hard, you can't just give up. Or more so, we're trying to still learn each other. And I feel like it'll be like a good, like stable foundation because we have had it out before, but we still are able to come.
It was that?
Okay, good. Okay,
you were thinking it like
she said in her head.
Right?
She said, "I hate this bitch."
Yeah, like we cussed each other out and shit. Yeah.
Today.
No, more so.
That's just like fuck you, bitch.
Never gotten that point.
It's more so me because I know the Sagittarius. My mouth can be real fucked up.
Hands, bitch, where you at?
I think I ain't never fight nobody before.
Catch me outside, Birdie. I'm gonna shut you down, Birdie.
It'd be like,
what you
the
thought?
guns is loaded, right?
What? like damn.
No, I don't think it was ever that bad, but we have gotten to
Essence it was.
Just because, I mean, maybe because I just know my mouth sometimes, and like what I was saying is coming back. I appreciate you because
you never left.
You never left. 1, 2, we can sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, that's what I like about our friendship.
Me too, because I don't have that with a lot of my female friends. Like we can talk about like where you felt like I went wrong, where I felt like you went wrong. We can like apologize and keep it moving.
That's a relationship, man.
Right, like,
but that's a friendship, though. I think
that's
a foundation of a friendship. If you can't get over the stressor, like the thing that like makes y'all pissed about stuff that come together, and
that's all. Though
we are so different. I don't do that though.
Yeah,
we did though, young
over
guys.
Years, it's a practice.
But no, guys fight each other and then be friends. I couldn't do that.
We do.
If I fight a bitch, put them hands and then be like,
all of my friends
female to like throw hands like, bitch, I'm about to kill you. Like,
it's over. I ain't never talking to her.
You can't be friends after that.
Y'all throw them hands. No.
See, guys, we get old. We know after we fight, you know, that's it. The blood is over. You know, you just unleashed all that shit.
No. I
mean, see, girls are chirpy. You feel me? Y'all keep chirping and be like, all right.
Chirping though.
Yeah, like, what now, bitch? You know, I beat your ass that time. Y'all keep it going. Guys, it's done. You feel me? Like, we let that shit out, move on. You know, and if I got if I took this L, you taking it next time if we gotta get to that point. But you feel me? Girls keep it, keep it going.
We need a solution to this, and they keep it going.
Yeah, it's like, all right, y'all fought, let it go. You know, like me and Justin, we used to chirp. Me and him used to talk shit all the time. Me and Justin used to get into it. All my guy friends, I had some issue with them at some point in time, but it was like, all right, let that shit go. You know, or we talk our shit, we blow down real hard, to the point you either want to fight or cry, and then after that, I'm cool, you know.
Because, like, we're still all learning, you know what I'm saying? We're not at
optimum level.
We're really not at the point yet where this is going to be who we are for the rest of our life. You know what I'm saying? We still are evolving into, like, the person we're going to be. Yeah. So it's like, you got to be willing to, like, meet a person where they're at and, like, just kind of be more understanding of
and elevate
certain situation, and
elevate each other. Because that's what it's really about. I mean, especially in the black community, like, I'm real into like just being more unified with other people, and that's what took me so long. As a young woman, I really was very tempered. Like, I quick temper, everything. Like,
and I do mess with her because of that too. Because I know at the end of the day,
but I had to tone it down because like it's how I was talking to people. It was how I was even just reacting about different things. Like, hold up. I had to tone shit down because I would talk to somebody. I would talk to one of my exes so reckless. Like he would be like, "Damn, why the fuck is you unleashing on me like this?" And it wasn't even that serious. Well, I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. I was quick to do some crazy shit, but it wasn't like it wasn't me trying to really talk. It was me just thinking off thought of like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? And I had to really meditate and calm the fuck down.
And when you young, you
seriously.
Like that though. Like those
all
emotions.
girls.
Like,
I mean, yeah, but I think it was
girls.
really bad
because
I used to be like really nice though. Like in high school,
I think it was all girls.
All girls at that point, y'all.
I used to be like,
I feel like all
really
girls get to that point where they are just emotional, and then like
I wasn't emotional. I was just
not
reactive.
emotional, but even anger is an emotion. So even being irritable, that's an emotion. So I'm not saying like emotional, like crying or anything, but like you say something to me, we gotta go hands. Like I'm about to pop off on you, like, and it don't take much. Like, cause me, even as a kid, like not a kid but a teenager, I was fucking emotional, and me, I was gonna do anything. If I was hurting, nigga, you was gonna hurt 3 times worse than I was hurting, and that was the type of person.
I painted his car purple, and I was like 13, 14 years old. I painted his whole little pickup truck purple, powder purple.
Who you did that?
My mom's like ex-boyfriend when I was younger. I was like, this bitch think I'm playing.
Oh.
Okay. Don't come in my house thinking you miss whoever the fuck dad or whoever the fuck this is. I just went for it. I was paying.
I mean, you still talk about that shit too.
Not really. Oh, well, him?
Yeah.
I don't know where he is.
You know he do. Like that little girl, man. I almost ran her the fuck over.
He ain't did shit, but get the fuck out.
It's gonna be 30 missing in Cleveland.
I literally ran that nigga out of my house. Like, I was
my God.
not fucking around. I was like, oh, okay, yep. So you think you're the man in the house? All right. Bet.
Whoa.
That is something man have to come
the
in.
joint like that roller.
Bet. That's why I was like, I calmed down immensely. Like, as soon as like I think 21 hit, I was like, okay.
Now you can go to jail, real jail.
You do? I was like, oh, I got big girl jail.
Jail, right? You can't.
That ain't no look. I can't
doing that.
get raped in the ass with some stuff or whatever
Right,
the fuck they trying to do to the world. Okay.
That's real though. When you get older, you start looking at those consequences with this shit.
But it's the thing, some kids don't even have that thought of fear in them.
Ooh,
they can do shit
and
they be 18, 19, and they be like, oh, I don't give a fuck.
Fuck that.
And they'll go straight to jail, and then they'll come right back out there and they do the same thing.
Do the same shit.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Your parents, that's a big influence.
But then their parents are scared of them. After a certain point, it's like, what can you do? I can't control them at 17. No, but it's like, if your parent ain't that person that's like real into like, being on a kid and you got to do this and you have to do these things in order for you to grow and be a grown up and an adult at your age, then it's like they're just being like stuck in the background to the shadow of their kid, and they're kind of not scared, but they are intimidated by the fact that they can't control this motherfucker at all.
That's
even at
dads
17. You know what I mean? It's a teeter-totter because, they grown.
We don't take that shit. Dads will check you real fucking quick.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, and it's a lot of dads growing, not being in the household.
I would say a lot of dads need to be in these children's lives. We're the disciplinarians, My baby mama, when she don't do the shit I do as Zaria, she know quick, you better pick that shit up. And she gonna pick it up. Daddy say pick it up, I gotta pick it up.
Yeah, but that's
mommy said, I can get
yeah, like mommy, I go pick it up. She outside. Like, no, I say pick it up. So it's those simple things like that.
But not even just having a dad there. That's not even enough. Your dad gotta be active.
And your mom gotta be active because there's people with mommy issues too. Shit.
Mom, they gotta be on one accord.
It's a difference between a donor and a father. You feel me? Like you could help make that baby, but if you're not a dad at that point.
My sister, her father, he's in the house and everything, and he does not discipline her. Like him and my mom are on two different, like he gives her what she wants. If my mom doesn't give it to her, she calls her dad so he can give it to her. And it's like discord because my mom's on my mom's on one page, the dad's on the other page, but the dad is checking my mom because of the 5-year-old. And it's like, you see your dad checking your mom because of what you want, it's like, oh,
I had no respect.
I ain't gonna have no respect.
like, first of all, I can
now.
now check mommy because that's what she think. I can now check mommy because daddy
said
do
I
it.
could do it.
Right,
I can
and
have
then
this.
that's the other one.
Yeah.
Well, my daddy's gonna get it for me, so
Ooh.
That's what it amount.
Oh,
But see
yeah.
but that's where
And
it
throw
has
it
to
up
be.
in your face. Very
Different breed.
abusive.
And throw it up in your face.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
hey.
if you
She
doing too
quick.
much for that and you trying to vouch for your kid, you gotta give them that discipline line. Like there's a
Yeah.
boundary. You can't just be like, oh, okay, I'm about to just dog the mom out and then I'm just.
I
That's
want to hear
kinda
you talk more
crazy.
about it, Justin, because you're only child, just like myself.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Damn.
it.
Shout out to the only child.
You're supposed to
Right.
You thought you were spoiled?
Yeah,
I was
thought
8 years.
Now I say I'm
between.
spoiled too. Just
8-year line.
only-
I would
still am
have
to
been
this
I
up.
was
day.
one of the first.
I'm still spoiled. I ain't scared to admit it. Shit.
I mean, that's cool.
I mean, that's cool.
right.
No, who the fuck is
There's nothing wrong with that.
I can't even what?
Most kids, most people who were the only child are spoiled,
Yeah.
but
That
they're
is true.
very
What
grounded.
does that mean though, spoiled though? Because I don't never felt like I was spoiled.
Oh.
Did you get
Now
it?
you had
Did you have to share?
I was.
no, I ain't had nobody share. with.
Exactly,
You
bitch. You
spoiled.
spoiled.
But I love to share.
That's
though.
me too.
I do too.
Really?
That's how we got
I think
this.
it's how they grow up and raised. Because, like, I
Man.
had plenty of friends that were
like
only
to share.
children and they.
Because if I was spoiled, I wouldn't have
share,
had
they
to start
do
working
things.
when I was in 10th grade. Like I had a job when I was in high school. I didn't.
Yeah.
You could still be spoiled and have a job.
I mean.
What is spoiled mean?
No.
Like you get everything you want, right?
In a way. In a way.
It's different levels. of
Yeah,
Alright,
because
well,
you
people
can
use
spoil
it
somebody
generally.
with your love and like
true.
it's all different types of spoiled. Like
But that's what's the common
be
play
in
people
the
talk about. Oh, you're a
only
single only child.
child.
You're spoiled. That ain't talking about the love.
think
though.
Really
materials.
think material. I
What
think
they talking
material
about?
and I think spoiled, but
That's what I thought.
I don't really know no other
But
like.
you can be spoiled like, oh, nothing he do is wrong. You
Mhm.
know, that's a
Oh,
spoiled.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
everything
Nothing
he
you
do
can do
is
is
right.
wrong,
You know,
right?
like, oh, he broke everything in the fucking house. Look at how good, man. He's strong. You know, like,
Right.
it's different ways to spoil a
Optimistic
child.
look to that shit.
I
I
wasn't like that.
he wasn't like yo.
I got ass
Like
whoopings.
your kid would. I mean, your mom would go to bat for every fucking little
Thing that you did.
I never
like,
got
you
in
fucking up
trouble
in school.
though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You never got in.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
got in
Yeah.
trouble.
Right? You were
Oh,
working
you
though.
never.
No, seriously. That's
I got my ass. took
Only
up.
thing that I got in
I
trouble
got
for
beat.
is because I was talk too much in class. All my little report talks excessively in class.
That was me.
Like that was it. I just had the talking excessively problem. I never got into detention. I never did in
shit,
school.
man.
My mother never got a phone. Like I never got into a fight
shit,
before.
I got all
Hella
that shit.
detentions.
Hella, look, in school detentions. I used to
Oh, I
get that
did in
shit on
school.
purpose. So I
Yeah,
had
so
to
you
do
had to
no
go to
work.
class. Yeah.
Like let me skip this
Oh,
one.
no, they make
No,
your ass
but-
serve them bitches right after class.
Man,
like that.
what? We didn't have after
We-
school
after-
detention.
They made you wait.
We had
They'll
both,
tell
I
you-
think.
They'll tell you
We
had
had
a
both for
detention at the
in-school. We had
school, but they be
in-school.
like,
Yeah, I
oh no,
had
you
that
staying a
in-school
whole
before.
hour
I was
after
like,
school.
oh.
Did we
That
have
was-
both
They
the
used
after
to-
school?
That's what we had.
Look,
Yeah, I had
my
after
ex,
school,
he
but
had
you know, you
got,
come late so
in school
many times.
detention for a
I think
whole
that's
week.
probably
Get-
why I
that's
had
my
one.
ass
I
was
know
for
I
a
had to
whole
stay
week.
after school one time.
In
Yeah.
school
What
detention.
time?
Hell
Was it like
no.
7:55, 8:15 or something?
Yeah, it was late as
8:02.
fuck.
What time that our brush start?
8:05.
8:05. It was like a weird.
8:05. It was 8:05.
I used to get there
Yeah.
late
We was
every
late.
day.
I was late all the
I
fucking
remember high schools do
time.
that in general. Like they in school and even in college, they did do that. Like
Oh,
they just start-
8:05 was the 2:55. I know it was like a weird
8:05 to
2:55.
2:55.
Yep, 2:55.
That's how it is at the school
3:05
now.
now.
Yeah, it's
It's
3:05. They
3:05
put 10 more minutes.
Yep.
That's the time we would get
right.
out of school. 2:55. We
That's
was like,
hilarious.
That's how mine is. We get out.
Just
When
make
they
it
get out at
3.
2:50.
Just a heads up, it's almost 12.
oh,
It's time to
you
slide.
guys.
y'all want to end with the fears? Y'all want to do that or y'all want to say that?
We can
We
save
can
it
say
for
that.
another
Yeah,
time.
That's a conversation.
yeah, that
Another
is.
Yeah,
segment.
yeah.
Especially if
We
it's
have
a
another
list.
one. Yeah.
But it's been nice with you guys.
Go
It's been
ahead.
real.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I'm Birdie.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, Exploration Birdie. And yeah, that's it.
All right, you all. I'll go next. As always, it's Essence. It was great to be on the show. Thank you for having us back. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, thank you.
Freedom here,
Oh,
y'all.
so I was
You
like,
feel
okay.
me? Like, peace and love to all of you. Just spread your greatness, man. Let them wings fly. Get out that cage that you put yourself in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Come on.
What bird is that? That look like a gang sign.
Okay, let her be great. Shekinah. Yeah, I can't even today.
It's cool. It's cool.
Right, I'm
It's
sorry.
cool.
I've been up
Yeah,
since
gangs.
4 a.m., y'all.
Weekly podcast shenanigans.
Tired.
Your
Another
ass
one
gotta
down.
Be right back up.
We're going to keep it going.
Dang.
See you later. I'll dispose of the picture.
Is it like a motion picture?
Y'all ready? All right, 1,
Oh.
2,
Oh.
3, go. We good.